high-quality care from expertly trained medical professionals in the comfort and privacy of your home. Just call or click, and Dispatch Health comes to you, able to treat common to complex issues, including infections, flu, pneumonia, migraines, dehydration, UTIs, COPD, COVID-19, and much more. It's really that simple. Go to dispatchhealth.com to learn more. And now, Dispatch Health has advanced capabilities to deliver IV fluids and even take x-rays in the home. It's really that powerful. Plus, they're affordable and in-network with most health insurance plans, including Medicare and Medicare Advantage. So the next time you're sick or injured, stay home, stay safe, and let Dispatch Health come to you.
When he's not talking about it, he's tweeting about it.
Do you Twitter?
Follow the Troubleshooter at Real Tom Martino. And stay connected with all of Denver's...
Tom, what's happening, man?
Hey.
You sound great.
Thank you.
No Mark yet. I don't know
No,
why.
he's not going to be on.
Oh, what the hell?
He's moving. They're moving.
Oh, okay.
Nationwide keyword.
You know how those mobile people do it.
Oh, yes, I do.
khow.com.
Ripped off, bad news. You need advice so you don't have to lose. We'll come running just as fast as we can. Troubleshooter's gonna help the common man.
This is the Troubleshooter Show. Now, Tom Martino.
Hey, Tom Martino here. Welcome to the only show of its kind anywhere in the universe. 303-713-TALK, 713-8255. This hour brought to you by RealCBDThatWorks.com. And it's been a lifesaver for me when I'm in pain and anxiety and a mess. It's so good. It's an anti-inflammatory. It's nature's finest. And you can get it at Panacea Life. RealCBDThatWorks.com. Put Tom in the promo code. Get 30% off. So, what's on your mind? Really, what is on your mind? A lot of people don't know how to take things here. They don't know if it's a good time to buy. And this is how, I want to mention this because I'm not a fearmonger at all, by the way. It's not a political show, but I will tell you this. There is definitely something that happens when there are people talking a lot. I call it perceptionomics. I'm a believer that we make our own economy. And that even though there are negative factors, many times it is our attitude and reaction to those factors that cause the problems. For example, back in 2008, the government was afraid they would have run on banks and that they wouldn't have enough money with the FDIC. The government was afraid that with real estate values going down, like happens in a recession, they were afraid that people... See, what happened was, in the inflationary period, they loaned gobs of money on real estate, both homes and cars. Some people got loans for 125% of the value of their home. Now, think about this. You're in a home, you just got a home, and let's say it was worth, I'm just using numbers, stupid numbers, $100,000, right? You'd get a loan for $125,000. If you were in a home, you know, that was $1 million, you get a 1.25. They were giving you more. Oh no, they were giving you more than it was worth, more on a loan. Some were giving signature loans, self-employed loans, no documentation. The same with commercial projects. I swear to God, there were people getting signature loans on commercial projects for pennies on the... I mean, they were signing their name and getting way more than the property was worth because everyone had money free-flowing and times were good. Then when things slow down a bit, and here's what happens. Employers can't find enough employees, and they start competing for employees and paying more. As people pay more, they charge more. There's no two ways about it. So when Biden, and this is not political, when he says we have to lower prices and make things more affordable, well, you can't do that if you don't lower expenses. I mean, it's not like the gardener is charging you more just because he wants to get rich. He's charging you more because his costs went up. Just like a contractor's costs go up. Everyone's costs is going up. So when he says we have to lower prices, first lower spending and expenses and taxes. That's what you lower. Then we can charge less. But because we're charging more, people start slowing down their purchases. You may be doing that right now. I know a lot of people are thinking, should I really purchase that right now? As soon as that happens, then what happens is the wheels of business slow down a little. And even though the economy is plenty healthy, when they are no longer competing for employees and you see unemployment rates tick up a little because they start thinning out, and here's what businesses say. You know, we had a good cycle going. We were making a lot of money. People aren't buying as fast. Let's lower prices a little and cut back employees to save money. That's what they do. Or let's cut back on buying equipment to save money. Those equipment manufacturers then feel it. Employees feel it. And unemployment will tick up just a little. When you see that happen, you know, and you're going to remember my words, the recession is here. Now, it will tick up, and let's say it ticks up to 4.5%. Do you know that 4.5% is a healthy economy? But the perception is, because we were so hurting for employees, and now it's ticking up, the impression is we have a problem. So perceptionomics take over. People delay their purchases a bit. And when they start delaying their purchases, then more unemployment. Now, what happened in 08, banks had loans out on properties that were not measuring up. People, here's what you have to understand, people were still making their payments on those properties, but they were not measuring up. I'm talking about commercial properties. The government went to the banks, the regulators, and said to the banks, you have too much stuff on your books that you can't substantiate. If you add up all your real estate collateral and all your loans are more than your collateral, way more. You need to cut back. You need to make principal calls and principal reductions, and you need to not renew some of these commercial loans. The government thought, in their wisdom, we are helping to shore up the banking system. We are going to make them shed a lot of so-called bad loans. What made the loan bad? One day it was a good loan. They loaned out $1 million on a project worth $3 million. The next day it was a bad loan because real estate values went down. The same loan, the same payments, but the real estate was worth less. So rather than wait through this troubled time, maybe do a moratorium, they called the loans due. When that happens, or they made demands for principal reductions, when that happened, all of the commercial real estate went up for sale at the same time, making prices crash. Now banks that were not in trouble were suddenly on a red list to close. That is what happened. It's a panic. It is a reaction. It is perceptionomics. That is what happens. You are having plenty of people working, you have plenty of supply, you have plenty of demand, but the perception changes. Some of that is political. When you have, no matter what Biden does, people saying he's wrong. Or no matter what he does, people saying he's good. I'm not saying it's one party or the other. What is unfortunate is the party in power gets the credit for the bad stuff as well as the good stuff. Because if you remember, the last recession happened under Republican rule and was recovered under Obama. And then it went into hyper mode with Trump, and now is crashing again with Biden. Who's ever in office will get the credit, or who's ever in office will get either the credit or the blame. But the point is, if you look at factors during a recession or an inflation, they are exactly the same. Unemployment that was considered healthy at one time, 4.5, will now be considered deadly. And if it goes up to 6 or 7%, people worry. They're going to lose their jobs. They start holding on to their money. People do not spend. We're glutted with supplies. People are laid off. People stop buying. People are afraid. It is the fear that causes the recession. And it stays there until the leadership can restore confidence. Because what is considered a bad unemployment rate at 4.5% is an excellent unemployment rate when we're recovering. It's the same unemployment rate. We have the same amount of dollars most of the time. We have the same amount. We don't even have substantially different interest rates. People think we do, but we don't. They don't fluctuate like they did with Carter up to 14 and 16%, and they won't. Our economy is relatively stable, but we, being a big giant ship, we steer it from recession to inflation with our perceptions and our actions. When we stop buying all at once, just a little, it has a very, very giant big effect. You can have a tiny bumper accident. You can have one on I-25 that backs up cars for 6 miles, and you're thinking, oh my God, what happened? It's a giant accident. And you find out it's just a fender bender. That's it. But because everyone slowed down just a little, it caused an actual wave and a traffic jam that was real. And it happens during the Super Bowl. It used to happen during commercials when everyone went to the bathroom at the same time to flush the toilet. A little thing like flushing a toilet, when everyone did it all at once, put a pressure on the water system. Not that the water system couldn't take it. It couldn't take it all at once. In America, when you have group think and people act in unison, it is a bad thing. When you start telling people, and I'm talking to Republicans as well as Democrats, I don't care what you are, because I'm neither of you. When Republicans start telling Democrats and telling the country how bad everything is doing, people start believing it, and they'll slow down. They'll hesitate, even if they hesitate a year before buying a car, or a few months before doing something else or remodeling. It will cause a ripple. The ripples are starting right now. Tiny, tiny, tiny ripples. And it becomes a logjam. You're going to feel it because of perception. You heard it here, and I swear to God, the last time we were on the air, I say document this, I should keep the tape. When we were making loans of 125% on homes, and lines of credit based on nothing, and self-employed loans, and we were all spending way more money than we should, and things were overvalued, and I knew they were overvalued. You know why? I was living in a house that they appraised, and I wouldn't pay it. If you won't pay what your house is appraised for that house, you know something's wrong. And here's what happened. I said on the radio, there will be a reckoning. There will be record numbers of foreclosures. There will be a recession. There will be a serious problem because of what we're doing. We are living on equity and we're living on smoke and mirrors. That's what happened. And we had a major giant recession. And we are going to have another one. But it's no one's fault. It's everyone's fault. That's the truth of the matter. Now, obviously, government spending adds to it. Energy prices add to it. Bad policy does add to it. But the one thing that puts us over the edge is our perception and reaction to those things. Hey, if you have a problem, question, or complaint, or want to make a comment, give us a call. 303-713-TALK. 303-713-8255.
On the new true crime podcast Betrayal, a woman chronicles her fairy tale romance gone horribly wrong. When her seemingly perfect husband's secret life is uncovered, it destroys her marriage, shakes...
You good for a K&H 30 and 10?
Yes.
Thanks, man.
Whatever I could
And
get
that's
my
not a
hands
joke, by the
on.
way. That's true.
Just
That's
a
really
punch in
true.
the gut every single time.
Listen to Betrayal on the iHeartRadio.
Here you go.
Wherever you get your
Hold on.
podcasts.
K&H Home Solutions is a company I've endorsed for many years, the oldest home improvement company in all of Colorado, and they have a great line of products. They encourage you to compare, but don't buy until you compare, because if you get that cementuous siding everyone brags about that's supposed to be really husky or whatever the hell they call it, or you go for windows that are supposed to be run, the heritage windows, don't do it before comparing K&H. They're excellent windows, their designer windows, energy efficient windows, the Everlast siding, and Provia doors. You will find better products at better prices. And they have it all for a demonstration. You make an appointment in your home, khwindows.com, khwindows.com, 303-421-7100.
Thank you.
Will this bull market last? What will the next recession look like? Are you financially prepared? Visit my website now at kurtcambier.com for your free portfolio analysis. That's Kurt with a K, CAMBIER.com.
Securities offered through Cambridge Investment Research, Inc., a broker-dealer, member of FINRA SIPC. Investment advisor representative, Cambridge Investment Research Advisors, Inc., a registered investment advisor. Cambridge and Centennial Capital Partners are not affiliated.
Do you have 3 ex-wives and your current trophy wife wants a life insurance policy 3 times the size of the policies you had to purchase for your previous mistakes? If so, you need to call Big Lou at Term Provider, 800-333-1750. Big Lou is intimately familiar with your problems, and if you're 50 or 60 years old and in reasonably good health, a $1 million policy should only cost about $100 to $200 per month. Big Lou may have a solution for your previous policies as well. You may even save enough money to lighten the load on your new $1 million policy. Remember, call Big Lou. He's like you, except he's only on number 2. Call Term Provider at 800-333-1750. That's 800-333-1750. For $1 million in term life insurance that you can live with. Call Big Lou at 800-333-1750. 800-333-1750.
I'm consumer advocate Tom Martino. For Ideal Home Loans, there's still reason to refi with Ideal Home Loans interest rate guarantee. If rates go down, they refi you free of charge. 303-867-7000. Get rid of high interest debt, remodel instead of moving, or buy new with their exclusive pre-approval, putting you at par with cash buyers. 303-867-7000. Every loan customized for you. First they listen, then they lend. IdealHomeLoans.com. 303-867-7000.
You know, every 3 seconds there is a new victim of identity theft. A criminal could be applying for loans in your name, selling your personal information on the dark web. Now, protecting your identity can be very easy thanks to LifeLock by Norton. No one company can prevent all identity theft or monitor every transaction of every business, but LifeLock, it's simple and easy to protect yourself, and you'll save up to 25% off your first year when you go to LifeLock.com or call 1-800-LifeLock. Just use the promo code Hannity.
Novo Platform, Inc. is a fintech, not a bank. Banking services provided by Middlesex Federal Savings, FA. Member FDIC. Terms and conditions apply.
You're making something new with your business. To support you, Novo built a new kind of business checking. Instead of a one-size-fits-all approach, Novo is customized to your business to save you time and free up cash flow. Sign up for your free business checking account right now. Plus, our listeners get access to over $5,000 in perks and discounts at novo.co/active. novo.co/active.
Michael Brown here for Colorado Ear Care. You know I've been suffering from hearing loss and tinnitus for
Let's say you have a company,
I discovered
and you
the
make
great people at Colorado Ear Care. The staff took all the time they needed to properly diagnose my hearing problems and explain to me all of my options. Options that honestly I didn't think existed. The hearing aids they fitted me with have not only reduced my tinnitus, but have improved my hearing dramatically. This is a family-owned and operated hearing practice
on every year for the last 10 years. You're going to make $100,000 or more.
They don't believe that
but you don't get it even enough, but the bills come in evenly, perfectly.
So if you're
and you have to go out and invest, and you have to do jobs, and you have to do everything evenly.
Do exactly what
and you can't get everyone to pay up front. You can't get everyone to pay as they go. So this place, what they say is, here's how much money you get, and you pay us back. They go by your receipts, but you get fucking robbed.
3142 or online, coloradoearcare.com to learn more.
Every one of these companies that you hear about.
This report is sponsored by Indeed.com.
Troubleshooter.com. Another warm and breezy day for your Friday. Temperatures today in the mid to upper 70s. Lots of sunshine and that wind getting up around 15 to 25 miles per hour. So high fire danger once again for today. I'm Fox 31 Pinpoint Weather Team meteorologist Kylie Burse.
Finding a great hire can be a challenge. That's why there's Indeed. Their powerful hiring platform makes it easy to attract, interview, and hire candidates. Visit Indeed.com/credit and get $75 towards your first sponsored job. Terms and conditions apply.
Well, if you're big enough or small enough, you can do that.
Yeah, Tom, you good? Tom?
Yes.
Here you go. You are up.
Tom Martino here, 303-713-TALK, 713-8255. Monica has an issue. Let's talk Monica. Let's try to help you. And then I'll tell you a story. I got to even make a note because people get pissed when I say I'm going to tell you a story, and I don't. This is about selling your home on installment, I call it. Now, there's a reason I'm talking about that. It has to do with recession because it's going to happen to people coming up, and I want to talk about selling your home on installment. It may not be what you think it is, but anyway. Monica, what's going on with you, Monica?
Well, hi.
Hi.
How are you doing?
I'm doing good, Monica. What's going on?
Well, I live in an apartment complex, and I work nights. So I got off work and came home just like normal.
Yeah.
And my gas just blew me away. It was like gas. So I call Excel.
What do you mean, like gas, like that kind of gas, like natural gas smell?
Like from the furnace, that keeps the hot water gas.
Now, how do you know it came from there? Was it only in your apartment?
No, I've been smelling it here off and on since I've moved in.
But when you called XL, was it because it was in your apartment really bad?
Yes. It almost knocked me over.
Oh my God! So that's dangerous. What did you do?
So I called the office, but they were closed. I worked nights. So then I called XL. XL came out here in like 2 minutes.
Yeah, because they will not take a chance if you have a bad gas leak. And what happened?
Right. So the Hummer thing, he was outside the building, and it was already registered.
So this guy thought you had a problem, right?
Right. He went to the maintenance supervisor and said, shut the building down. We have not had hot water since last Friday. It's families here. It's an old man downstairs, and they don't.
Now, is it just hot water, or does it include heat?
No. It's a major gas leak.
No, I know. But is the gas used for hot water, cooking, heat? What is it used for?
Yes.
Yes, what? What is it used? All of them. So you don't have, do you have a gas stove that doesn't work?
No, I have an electric stove, but, I use the heater.
Got it.
Uh-huh.
So now, how long has it been like that?
Today, a week now, because it was last Friday.
What does management say they're doing?
They said call the insurance people. They don't know nothing. There's nothing that they can do.
Oh, come on. Wait a minute. Your management company is saying there's nothing they can do about it?
Listen, not only have I gone in here, several people have gone in here. There's a couple that lives next door. They have a baby.
Okay, Monica.
And
I'm going to help. Monica, we're going to help, but I got to ask a few questions. You have an office in that apartment complex, right?
Yes, I live in this apartment.
No, the office. Monica, please, I'm just asking about the office. Is there someone in the office?
Yes, sir.
Okay,
yes.
If I walked into that office and there's someone there, and I say to that someone, hello, this apartment building has no gas. What are you doing about it? What would he or she say?
So they said, they would say, there's nothing that we can do. We've got the vendors handling it.
Okay. Okay. Thank you for telling me that. So they are trying to get someone to fix it.
XL called the vendors.
Wait, is it an Excel problem? Is it an Excel problem with their line, or is it the apartment house line?
It's the apartments because the pipes were so
Okay,
bad.
got it. Those are called service lines, and the apartment management says we're taking care of it. But do you see anyone out there working?
Not today.
Was anyone out there before working other than Excel?
Yes.
All right, hold on, Deputy Doc. Let's go on a fact-finding mission. Here's what I'm thinking.
Okay, let's do this.
Hold on.
Okay.
Hold on. What we're going to do is we're going to go to that management and say exactly what's going on, because this is definitely a habitability issue. So hold on, and we'll be back with you and others. But I'm going to have Deputy Doc talk to you first, okay? 303-713-TALK, 713-8255.
Thank you.
This is Denver's Talk Station with Tom Martino now. Dan Kaplis today at 4, 630 KHOW, Denver.
And you're not here?
Now, Impact Traffic.
This report is sponsored by Dell Technologies.
A major delay on I-70
I'll
westbound with a crash just past Havana.
Right.
People are using the right shoulder to get around this crash. All the lanes are blocked at this point.
David Ellis, I
Slow
think,
traffic
is supposed
starting
to be
around
30.
Pena Boulevard really doesn't shake.
Oh, did I write 60?
Yeah, that's okay, as long as I'm right.
Good.
You're wrong.
Yeah, you're right. Yep.
5. I-25.
Heads you win, tails I lose.
Fox 31 pinpoint weather, mostly sunny skies, dry and breezy. Today a high of 76. Tonight's low 39, and then mostly sunny for the weekend with high temperatures in the low 80s. Currently, it's 66. With your Impact Traffic and Weather, I'm Chris McLaughlin, 630 KHOW.
Dell Technologies can help push your business.
David and Frank, 10 away.
Starting at $4.99 for PCs with Windows 11 Pro, plus docks, monitors, and more. Call a Dell Technologies advisor at 877-ASK-DELL. Dell recommends Windows 11 Pro for business.
You know, for years we've been telling you about David Ellis Jewelry and how he'll buy your old jewelry for the precious metals, gold, silver, platinum, and it can be mismatched earrings or tangled necklaces or whatever. He doesn't care about the condition. And he's live and local, 2640 East 3rd Avenue. That's 3rd and Clayton in Denver. Now listen to this. He'll also buy your estate jewelry or maybe jewelry you don't want anymore. If you have fine jewelry you want to get rid of, he'll pay the price for the good jewelry, or he'll pay for, you know, the materials, the metals, if it's old, ugly jewelry. David Ellis, he'll also buy stones and precious, like diamonds, rubies, whatever. So why don't you go to see him, 3rd and Clayton, 303-322-8779. If you're looking to value not jewelry but real estate, Frank Duran is the man to look to. Frank Duran, therealestateman.com. He does market valuations routinely for people so they can see where they fit in this real estate market. What will the house sell for? How long will it take? Does he have stats to prove it? Yes, he does. If you're just interested in finding out about your house, maybe you want to fix it up, maybe you want to sell it, call Frank for a free analysis. No bull. He'll come out and measure and take pictures and do a real deal for no cost. Frank Duran, therealestateman.com, 303-920-1622.
Thank you.
Yes, fans, it's Jamal Murray here to tell you about Orchard.
Hey, we need a little doc contact info in a sec.
Lets you move into your new home
Okay,
before you even sell
I
your
don't know
old
what
one.
you mean by that.
Orchard turns you.
Hang on, I'll have Kelly talk to you. Oh, she just picked up a line.
Okay, but I'm
It doesn't
gonna...
cost you any more money than traditional real estate.
One of our deputies, Deputy Doc, is going to take this case, so I'm going to go ahead and hang up with you because he's going to call you to get the name of your management company and see if they can, you know, kind of garner more toward a resolution for you, okay? Yeah. Yeah, exactly. Okay, Monica, I'm going to go ahead and hang up, and hopefully Doc will call you right now, okay? Hold on. Thanks a lot. Okay, bye.
He can hear you.
No, what?
Did you need Doc's number from Tom?
No, he just called on 8.
Oh, okay, never mind. All right, we're good.
On to plan. They even have plans with lifetime benefits that pay you back if you never use it. Then when you're ready, 525 Advisors will design a custom plan with you like they did for my husband and me. I love how much time they've spent working with us, and it's not just me. Read the reviews. People love working with Brian and Madeline at 525 Advisors. So get the peace of mind long-term care coverage gives you. Attend their free live webinar this Saturday morning at 9 or next Tuesday afternoon at 4. Sign up at 525longtermcare.com. That's 525longtermcare.com.
I should have had Done Right do it. Don't be that person that says this after ordering your remodeling project. Right, Dad?
You've got that right, Todd. Hi, folks. Dan Cicchini, owner of Done Right Kitchens and Baths, Windows and Doors. Simply put, we make people happy. Ever since the 80s, we've proven ourselves by being picky. Tell the folks, Todd.
Well, there's only one way we'll resurface cabinets. 1/4 inch, glued and nailed. Replacement kitchens, only custom-built cabinets by our own people for a fabulous look. Bathrooms, you can count on the tried-and-true Done-Right bathroom renovation system. And windows and entry doors? Dad, how about your 2 cents worth?
Well, it starts with a quality window or door, yes, but I'm here to tell you, preparation, installation, and finish are exactly why they'll be able to join those that say, done right, did right by me. So folks, whether it's kitchens, baths, counters, and floors, or even replacement windows and doors, as always, you have our word. We'll treat you right at Done Right. 303-722-2295, 800-362-8370, or drhi.com.
When you're sick, injured, or experiencing an urgent medical problem, the last thing you want to do is leave your home to find care. Now, thanks to Dispatch Health, you don't have to, because Dispatch Health brings the power of the hospital to the comfort of your home. That's right. Receive same-day, high-quality care from expertly trained medical professionals in the comfort and privacy of your home. Just call or click, and Dispatch Health comes to you, able to treat common to complex issues, including infections, flu, pneumonia, migraines, dehydration, UTIs, COPD, COVID-19, and much more. It's really that simple. Go to dispatchhealth.com to learn more. And now, Dispatch Health has advanced capabilities to deliver IV fluids and even take X-rays in the home. It's really that powerful. Plus, they're affordable and in-network with most health insurance plans, including Medicare and Medicare Advantage. So the next time you're sick or injured, stay home, stay safe, and let Dispatch Health come to you.
Hurting your neck or back can be a serious hit to your happiness and way of life. Pain relief doesn't have to mean an endless cycle of medication and doctor visits. Spine One's effective, minimally invasive treatments for back, neck, and joint pain have helped Colorado live pain-free for more than 20 years. And with same-day appointments at Spine One, you can get the help you need today. If you're ready to get your life back from back pain, call Spine One today. 303-367-BACK, or go online at spine1.com.
Denver's Talk Station.
Tom, are you good?
Yeah.
You all right? You are up.
Hi, Tom Martino here, 303-713-TALK, 713-8255. Don't forget, if you want to be safe, don't ever clean your gutters again. It's a terrible job, and I fully endorse gutter helmet for that job. You can get it done the right way, gutter helmet. And it's that easy, gutterhelmetdenver.com, 303-298-8888. Okay, so we have someone, Steve, the painter, wants to talk about recession. Go ahead, Steve. What did you want to say? And then we have Deputy Smarty Pants coming up with his some updates. Go ahead, Steve the painter. What do you have to say about recession, sir?
Well, I think my question is, how long do you think this, when it does come, how long do you think it's going to last?
You see, that's an odd question because it depends on how we react to it. Sometimes if you have a change, even if the change in and of itself doesn't mean anything, like when it went from Bush to Obama, it was a perception change as well as a presidential change. So people started feeling a little better, especially people, the masses, because we had our first black president. And it was a feel-good kind of thing. And plus, he inspired people a bit. Then he promised things about health care. Now, I'm not speaking politically. I'm speaking perceptionally. It was a positive perception. Most people were happy, even people who didn't vote for him. It was kind of a good time in America for that to happen. When something shifts the perception, we start healing. Very seldom is it something economic that helps. You can't spend your way out of a recession. You can't discipline Americans either, like Jimmy Carter. Jimmy Carter tried to discipline people out of the recession. Shame on you. We should tighten our belts. We should do this. We should do that. And we shouldn't play the blame game. Like, oh, you know, food prices are up because of Ukraine. Come on. Gas prices are up because of, Putin. And everything else is up because of Republicans. You can't blame. So I think midterms could help stop it. Not because Republicans will necessarily do anything different, but it's a shift in perception. That's what you have to understand. With perceptionomics, the way people feel lead what we do. It really does. Think about the abortion issue right now. It's how people feel that are directing their actions. They don't take actions thinking that action is going to change things. They simply get pissed off and take action. They don't correlate the action to change. For example, if you're upset about what could happen with the Supreme Court, the logical thing to do is to try to get it codified, which failed, or to go out to each state, especially where you live, and work on each state. But instead, they start to spread that fear, which shifts emotion and it shifts our focus. We are a country of shifting focus. And if Trump got into office or someone got into office that was different than Biden, it's not that they will immediately do anything different. It's that our perception immediately changes. For example, it wasn't a couple weeks after Trump got into office that there was a 1 million woman march. Now think about this. He didn't have enough time to do anything. And in Washington, there were 1 million women protesting. And when they were interviewed, and by the way, the idiots, the morons interviewing them didn't ask a follow-up question, but why are you here, they asked. And women would say, and some young women, I'm tired of all the rights we're losing under this administration. Okay, the follow-up question would have been, well, let's see, it's been 2 or 3 weeks. What exactly are you talking about? What right have you lost? I mean, what I'm saying is, it's perception. It's not reality. So, Steve, the recession will be prevented or end when we shift our perception from negative to positive. We can do it ourselves.
Well, if you remember right, and when did it start? In 2008-9. I think it lasted for almost, what do you think, about 1.5 years?
Oh, it was way longer than that. It really started. It started in 06 slowly, went in earnest in 08, and ended maybe in 12, totally.
Yeah. Well, do you remember you helped us out back then because we had to sell the house? We lost basically. There was a lot of contractors that lost their houses, and you helped us get out of that with that. We ended up having to file a bankruptcy.
I remember that, Steve. Steve, that's how I got to know you. You called one day, and you were down and out. You said, I didn't do anything wrong, and all of a sudden, jobs are drying up, or people aren't spending. But if you think about it, Steve, why did it dry up in a month or two? It was people's perception of what's going to happen. So instead of painting their house, they said, honey, maybe we should wait until next year to do it, or whatever. And I'll bet you even heard that. People would say, you know, Steve, we've decided not to go ahead with that right now. Wasn't that a phrase that you heard a lot?
Oh, yeah, quite a bit.
Yeah, and that means their perception, their pocketbook didn't change. It was the fear that their pocketbook would change. And because of the fear that their pocketbook would change, they held back, which changed your pocketbook. So the perception led to reality. Steve, you know, all I can say is this. When we actually start acting as a nation who doesn't want to win for their side and make the other side lose, when we actually want the country to win at any cost, we don't want to make someone right or wrong. We just want to win as a country and a people. We can be a shining light. But we don't. We relish when Biden fails. We cheer. I mean, it's like when I say relish, I say conservatives relish when he fails. They cheer when their guy does something good, and just the opposite. Democrats, no matter what Trump did, he was bad no matter what. And if he did something good, they tried to diminish it. No one truly, and I've said this before, I don't know what it is that we're made of as people, but we have an inborn political compass. And this political compass can change through our lives. But I'm going to tell you something about politics. It trumps everything. It trumps morality. It trumps ethics. It trumps religion. And for those involved, it trumps God. And I'll tell you why. Because the absolute position on abortion for a Catholic would be against it. That's the official. That's it. No, absolutely. In fact, the official, and I'm not saying this is right or wrong, the official position of the Catholic Church on contraception, it's wrong. Or if you're married, you can use it in some cases. But here's the point. It doesn't matter what the church says because their politics will trump it. I know people who are so absolutely Catholic, except if their party tells them differently. The same with Jews, the same with other Christians, the same with so-called whatever. If their government that they believe in, their party, has a different platform or edict, they will go with that first rather than what is in their heart. Because I don't know why, it trumps everything. Everything. Politics is number one. Number one. If you ask someone, well, why do you believe that? And it's not consistent with their religion or their faith or their upbringing or their life, it's because of political groupthink. That's what it is. Because I am sure if you take each one individually, they will all have truly different heartfelt feelings, but they will never express them for the fear of being canceled by their political people. And by the way, both Republicans and Democrats do canceling. It depends on what you believe. I'm Tom Martino. We have more coming up.
Now, Impact Traffic.
This report is sponsored by Dairy Queen.
Westbound I-70 is
compared to what?
Westbound lanes blocked. Police are directing traffic off at Havana because of a serious motorcycle accident. Traffic is stopped all the way back to airport now. So that is our one big delay on the metro area highways. In addition, there is a crash on eastbound I-270 at York, backing up traffic to I-25. Fox 31 pinpoint weather, mostly sunny, dry, and breezy again today, a high of 76. Mostly sunny for the weekend as well, high temperatures in the low 80s. Currently, it's 67. With your Impact Traffic and Weather, I'm Chris McLaughlin, 630 Hey How.
Hey DQ fans, the new...
Yeah, I'm ready.
There you go, man. 10 away. Ideal in retirement.
Oreo Dirt Pie.
Doc, shut up.
Cotton candy, and more. There's something for everybody. Only happy tastes good.
Retirement Planning Center of the Rockies. These are good people that can take a look at your retirement plan free of charge. Talk to you as many times as you want and let you know if you're wasting money, if you have some redundancy that can be corrected, or if there are some tweaks you can do to assure that you have enough income going forward. They can do that at any age. They look at insurance, they look at income, they look at taxes, they look at Social Security, they look at all of that. They help you coordinate 401ks and retirements and pensions. And I urge you to call these fine people and meet with them free of charge. In fact, as many times as you feel comfortable. And in fact, you will never spend money unless you approve it up front. And they will only recommend things that will save you money. I know I'm going to use them for everything I do. And that's the truth. I've already met with them twice. rpcenter.com. Retirement Planning Center of the Rockies. rpcenter.com. 970-663-3211. So when it comes to home loans, I love a place that gives you choices. And at Ideal, they give you choices because first they listen, then they lend. For example, even though rates are not as low as they were, it can still benefit you. They might show you how to take out some cash to pay off way high interest debt, and you'll still benefit. Your cumulative monthly payments will be way lower. Then they'll show you how to pay back that portion that you borrowed for high interest debt to pay off faster. Or they can show you how to shorten your term. You can pick whatever term you want. Whatever you do with Ideal, listen to this. You get the interest rate guarantee. So if and when rates do go down, they refinance you free of charge. Call for details, 303-867-7000, idealhomeloans.com.
This is an important notice to consumers facing
How many minutes?
$10,000
Thank
card
you.
debt,
I'll
medical
start the
bills,
timer
or
so I
other
won't be on the
unsecured debt.
monitor.
You're not required to pay it all back because there are special programs now in effect that will significantly reduce the amount you will owe if you qualify. This is not bankruptcy or a debt consolidation loan. These programs, which the credit card companies like to keep secret, exist to aid American consumers struggling with overwhelming credit card debt by offering tremendous savings and real debt relief. Accredited Debt Relief has established a special hotline for you to call and learn what savings you qualify for. They've helped qualify consumers with over $1 billion in debt and are A+ rated with the Better Business Bureau. So don't wait. Get the relief you need during these hard economic times. For this free information, call the Accredited Debt Relief Hotline now. Call 800-885-7788. 800-885-7788. That's 800-885-7788.
Dell Technologies wants to celebrate all your hard work with these Small Business Month specials. Get great value offers on powerful laptops, desktops, and servers with Windows 11 Pro starting at $499, plus top monitors and docks, all with easy financing options through Dell Financial Services. It's the perfect time to upgrade so you and your team can stay secure from anywhere. Call a Dell Technologies advisor at 877-ASK-DELL. That's 877-ASK-DELL to refresh your business tech with these Small Business Month specials. Dell recommends Windows 11 Pro for business.
Let's plan on having concessions over there.
Mike is remodeling the old family drive-in movie theater.
Go find Gavin. Tell him the sound team is here.
He'll need a new front-of-house cast and behind-the-scenes crew.
Hey, can we talk staffing real quick? I'm thinking at least 6 per shift.
Indeed can help him hire great people fast.
I need Indeed.
Indeed you do. Our hiring platform instantly connects you with quality candidates whose resumes on Indeed match your job description. Visit Indeed.com/credit and get $75 towards your first sponsored job. Terms and conditions apply.
Why choose proven quality sleep from Sleep Number? Because our Sleep Number 360 smart bed is really smart. It senses your movement and automatically adjusts to help keep you both comfortable. Plus, it's temperature balancing, so you stay cool. It's even smart enough to know exactly how long, how well, and when you slept, and to help you get almost 30 minutes more restful sleep per night. Sleep Number takes care of the science. All you have to do is sleep. Save $1,000 on the Sleep Number 360 Special Edition Smart Bed Queen Helm in $19.99, plus free premium home delivery when you add a base. Ends Monday. To learn more, go to sleepnumber.com.
This is Dan Kaplis. Ben Franklin said that well done is better than well said. That applies directly to personal injury law. Actions speak louder than words. Talk is cheap. Results matter. At our firm, we've achieved truly historic results, which we'd be proud to share with you. We're a serious firm for serious cases. We take righteous cases.
It's not too tight on me. It spikes a bit.
Serious injury or
You want me to
wrongful
turn
death
down my
case,
gain,
please
bro?
give me a call.
No.
Okay.
705.
If you want even just a hair.
Yeah, I can turn it down.
Law.com.
And then feel free to yell more. Here you go.
6:30.
You are up.
Hi, Tom Martino here, 303-713-TALK. Shannon, that better? 303-713.
Yeah, man.
All right, 8255. Shannon back at the mothership. Has Star Wars happened yet? I mean, are they breaking up the building yet and doing the remodeling up there?
You should hear it. It's crazy.
Oh, so it's good that we got out of there.
Heck yeah.
I'm live at my house, the Bat Cave, and I got the guys with me, Deputy Dollar, Deputy Doc, so we fumigate every night, and also dust and clean. Nah, they're clean people. We have a rock committee. You know what they say, man? If you're a bachelor and you're over 50, holy crap, you know nothing about style and grooming and housekeeping and anything. That's what I'm told. But anyway, 303-713-TALK, 713-8255. Mike. Oh, Marty, I know. Smarty, could you please hang just for a second? Mike, let's get started on your problem. and it might very well be giving it to Smarty Marty. But what's happening with you, Mike?
Can you hear me?
I can. Yeah, is this Mike?
Oh, we actually transferred the phone over to Kaylee.
I'll take it. Go ahead. What's going on? Are you Kaylee?
Yes.
Okay,
yes.
Kaylee, what's going on?
Thank you so much for taking my call. I'm going to try to get through this without crying.
Uh-oh. What's going on?
Yeah, our family had a tragedy this week.
What happened? What happened?
My brother-in-law, Tim, my sister's husband, he passed away on Wednesday.
What happened?
He had a seizure while he was driving. He lost control of the car, and he ended up getting in an accident. It was fairly mild, but then on the way to the hospital, he went into cardiac arrest and passed away shortly after.
Oh, my goodness. Did they give you a diagnosis as to what happened? Did he have epilepsy, or did he have a condition?
No, not that we know of. He had some health problems this past year. He was only 42 years old.
But it was on his way to the hospital he died?
No, they got him to the hospital, and they were able to keep his chest compressions going, so his heart was able to keep him alive until my sister, his wife, arrived, and she was able to be there when he died.
Oh, so what can we do for you? What's happening right now?
Well, we wanted to reach out to you because Tim respected you so much. He loved your show. He listened to you every day. He was probably actually listening to you when he was driving and had his seizure. He's left behind my sister and their 6 children, ages 1 to 18.
Oh.
And we as a family are just really pulling together to do whatever we can to support them and to support her. He was a small business owner. We're going to do our best to see if we can.
Did he have any kind of plan, life insurance or anything?
No, unfortunately, no. What we've done that we were hoping you could help us with, we started a GoFundMe, and we have had an amazing amount of support from our friends and family.
Tell me about Tim. Now, what did he do for a living?
So he owned a sprinkler company called Tim Sprinklers. He, did all the sprinkler stuff, the turn-ons, the blowouts, sprinkler repairs, sprinkler installations.
Okay. Now, the wife, what's her name? Tim's wife?
Allie.
Allie?
Allie. Mm-hmm.
Okay. Now,
Alexandra.
Allie has how many children at home with her that she's caring for?
So Tim's first marriage, he had 2 older children. Allie and him have 2 together, and then she has 2. So they have 4 at home right now. With
the
them.
Older kids, are they able to help out at all or not? They don't. Well, they don't really have a connection to Allie, do they? No.
They do. They all have been together throughout the years, but they are older. So they're 16 and 18, and so they're.
Do they live with their mom?
Correct.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay. So it's Allie and 4 kids, and okay. First of all, are you looking into for immediate stuff? You need social services, food stamps, Medicaid, and all of that. Okay, that's what you need immediately. All right.
Okay.
That doesn't have to be long range, but you must help her apply for social services. In fact, this is why we truly have social services. Okay? Now hold on, and we'll go over some more stuff and see what we can do and anything. And we will give you publicity on that GoFundMe. So give that to Kelly. During the break, Kelly, get the address and put it up on the board for me so I can look at the GoFundMe site. I'm Tom Martino. We have more to go.
Down. Thank you, brother.
Imagine selling your home and getting paid twice? How's that even possible? To sell your home and get paid twice? You can with Orchard. It's simple. Orchard makes you a solid cash offer on your home. If you agree, boom, here's your cash. Orchard handles everything from there. Paint, repair, clean, list, and show your home. And if your old home sells for more than Orchard paid you for it, you get the upside cash. That bears repeating. When your old home sells for more than Orchard paid for it, you get paid again. And that happens 99% of the time with Orchard. Look, in this hot Denver market where there's so many home buying companies trying to lowball you, only Orchard pays you the upside when your old home sells for more. Want to get paid twice when you sell your home? I know I would. Learn how and get a free home valuation at Orchard.com. That's Orchard.com.
KRFX HD2 Denver.
KHOW Denver, an iHeartRadio station. It's Tom Martino, the Troubleshooter, mornings at 10. Streaming live on our free iHeartRadio app and at KHOW.com.
Oh, good. Hey, how'd you get this up there? Now I have the...
ABC News, I'm Victor Okendo. A recall by a major producer of baby formula has created a shortage of baby formula nationwide. Many moms turning to social media trying to find supplies. The White House says it's working on a fix, including loosening restrictions on imports. ABC's Mona Kosar-Abdi has details.
Ireland, the Netherlands, and Chile are now identified as potential sources for more formula. President Biden Thursday said he spoke with manufacturers and the CEOs of Target and Walmart about ways to boost supplies.
With crime on the rise in the U.S., President Biden will announce $10 billion in funding for police departments nationwide. The money is part of the American Rescue Plan. In Ukraine, Russia continues its attacks in Mariupol, but Ukrainian forces are pushing back Russian troops in Kharkiv. Russia's president also vowing retaliatory action if Finland and Sweden join NATO. Elon Musk putting a temporary hold on his buyout bid for Twitter to research the company's calculation on spam and fake accounts. That sent Twitter shares tumbling. This is ABC News. A proposed anti-abortion bill in Louisiana that would have left women open to homicide charges has now been withdrawn. State lawmakers changed the language of the Republican-backed measure to take out the criminal penalties. Confusion at the San Francisco airport this morning after computers went down. ABC's Alex Stone has details.
It really has been Friday the 13th at the San Francisco airport, and what SFO and the airline said were internet computer problems. Southwest, American, and JetBlue had to use backup methods to check in passengers, in some cases handwritten boarding passes, and then passengers complained the TSA wouldn't take the security checkpoint. A few flights were canceled. Passengers said it was chaotic, but the airport says all connectivity issues are now resolved and everything is back up and running.
For the first time, plants have been grown in soil from the moon. The soil was brought to Earth during NASA's Apollo program. Scientists used it to grow a small weed. The technology used in the experiment could help astronauts on future moon missions. Victor Okendo, ABC News.
Do you know what people see when they Google you? Search engines don't always get it right, and when they're wrong, it's your reputation on the line. So what do you do when you don't agree with your search results? Call Reputation Defender at 800-401-6681. Reputation Defender is one of the most trusted names in online reputation repair. We have over a decade of experience in fixing people's search results, and we can help you too. Using cutting-edge approaches, Reputation Defender pushes unflattering information down to lower pages of your search results, where few people ever look. We also promote the good stuff so that it rises to the top, letting you put your best foot forward. Your good name is too valuable to leave to the whims of a Google algorithm. You owe it to yourself to take control with Reputation Defender. Visit www.reputationdefender.com or call 800-401-6681 for free advice on your situation. That's 800-401-6681. KHOW News Time, 11:03.
Denver Mayor Michael Hancock weighing in on this week's passage of a fentanyl bill in the state legislature.
We really have to hope that this bill will be helpful in really curtailing the distribution, the sale of fentanyl in our cities and around Colorado.
Hancock says the bill gave more tools to law enforcement and to the judicial system. He says he'll have to wait and see what happens, and if needed, go to the state legislature and take the step they have been trying to aim for, which is zero possession. The Denver District Attorney's Office declining to press charges against the parents of a 3-year-old boy who died from a self-inflicted gunshot wound. Both parents were initially charged with child abuse, but the DA's office declined to prosecute, saying they had no confidence they could convince a jury to convict either parent. The NFL schedule was released yesterday, and quarterback Russell Wilson will face his former team in Week 1. That's because the Broncos are playing the Seahawks in Seattle on the Monday night of opening weekend. That's the latest. I'm Chad Bauer.
Now, Impact Traffic.
This report is sponsored by AllworthFinancial.com, helping thousands meet their retirement goals.
An accident, a bad one, westbound I-70 west of Havana. All those westbound lanes are blocked because of this. Police are directing traffic off at Havana, stopping traffic back to airport right now. So that is a major delay you want to avoid. Again, westbound I-70 closed just west of Havana, traffic being taken off the highway there. Also a left lane crash eastbound 270 between I-76 and York, causing slowing. Fox 31 pinpoint weather, sunny, dry, and breezy today, a high of 76. Tonight's low 39. For your weekend, high temperatures in the low 80s. Currently, it's 68. With your Impact Traffic and Weather, I'm Chris McLaughlin, 630 KHOW.
Need straight talk about retirement planning? For more than 20 years, Allworth Financial has provided straightforward advice about financial management planning to and through retirement. To ensure that you're all set, go to allworthfinancial.com.
When you're sick, injured, or experiencing an urgent medical problem, the last thing you want to do is leave your home to find care. Now, thanks to Dispatch Health, you don't have to, because Dispatch Health brings the power of the hospital to the comfort of your home. That's right. Receive same-day, high-quality care from expertly trained medical professionals in the comfort and privacy of your home. Just call or click, and Dispatch Health comes to you, able to treat common to complex issues, including infections, flu, pneumonia, migraines, dehydration, UTIs, COPD, COVID-19, and much more. It's really that simple. Go to dispatchhealth.com to learn more. And now, Dispatch Health has advanced capabilities to deliver IV fluids and even take x-rays in the home. It's really that powerful. Plus, they're affordable and in-network with most health insurance plans, including Medicare and Medicare Advantage. So the next time you're sick or injured, stay home. Stay safe.
They said they'll send,
and
it came in and they sent it to my doc. My doctor said
a grand in your hand. Denver's talk station has your chance to win $1,000. Just enter this nationwide keyword on our website. Fun. That's fun. Enter it now at khow.com.
Ripped off, bad news. You need advice so you don't have to lose. We'll come running just as fast as we can. Troubleshooter's gonna help a common man.
This is the Troubleshooter Show. Now, Tom Martino.
Hey, I'm Tom Martino, and I welcome you to the show. 303-713-TALK, 303-713-8255. Frank Duran, the real estate man, will do market valuations of your home free for the asking, complimentary, and they are valuable. It's in this market, he'll tell you what it will sell for, and it's not based on an appraisal at all, because he can sell for more than appraisal sometimes not. It depends on the neighborhood. So do your free analysis. Frank Duran, therealestateman.com. And if you're ever going to list, you'll never find anyone better. There's no obligation, though, for that market analysis. 303-920-1622. Kelly has an update on Antonio and an Uber Eats problem. He was a driver. And Kelly, can you sum up what Antonio called about? I'm trying to find his original call.
Yeah, so Antonio, originally we had his friend call, and then he eventually called, and he was the Uber Eats driver that got his car stolen.
Oh, I felt so bad about that. His car was stolen when he was delivering food. That caused him to lose his job, and not to lose it, but he couldn't do it, well, obviously, without a car. And then he backed up his rent and other things, and I said, oh, Antonio, you sound like you're in a mess.
And his car was in storage, and he couldn't afford
impound.
To get
it was impounded,
yeah, sorry.
Right.
And he couldn't afford to get a key made. So wonderful listeners that we have here on the Martino Troubleshooter Show. Bob from LEM Landscaping, he's on the referral list. He called and wanted to pay to have a key made, which was a cost of about $375. So he covered that for Antonio.
Wow.
And then 3 other listeners all agreed to donate $100 each. So he had $300 extra to put toward the cost of not only getting his car back and out of impound, but his employer also agreed to keep him on, to keep his position open so he wouldn't have.
God, this is great.
Mm-hmm. Great outcome.
So he ended up with keeping his job. Did he get his car out yet?
He has not yet. He's still working on trying to get the additional $300 because it's a $600 cost. But the graciousness and
okay, so
yes,
we need another 300 people are listening, and I got to check to see what's in our charity account again, because maybe then in the future he can do a kindness for someone back in our charity account. And now we have another situation. Kaylee's calling about. One of my avid listeners, Tim, passed away. He was someone who listened to the show. She said every single day. He had a seizure. No one knows what happened, but he had a car accident, a seizure, and then he was in the hospital. His wife managed to get there, but he passed away, leaving 6 kids, 4 at home with his wife, Allie. Kaylee, where do we start? First and foremost, there's no shame in public in social services when it comes to women and children or men and children that are left alone that need help. So she should apply immediately for some kind of social services, some kind, plus any benefits. Now, how does it work when someone does Social Security? They don't do anything. If you're not retired, you don't get anything for your family when you pass away, right? Social Security benefits are only if you're retired, right? But Medicaid is available for health. Do they have all of that basic stuff and food stamps? I mean, Kaylee, have they explored that?
We haven't looked into it yet, but we definitely that's good advice. We're gonna we'll take a look at all of that.
At least for a stopgap, for sure. And it just happened, my God, on Wednesday. I mean, everyone is still reeling here. And was he your husband's brother, Kaylee?
He was my sister's husband.
Oh, how is she? How is well? Is she Allie?
Correct.
Okay, yes. Your sister is Allie. Okay, I get it now. So how is Allie doing?
As good as expected. I think she's always been very strong, so that strength is coming through. But as much she's obviously grieving pretty hard right now.
Do we have that GoFundMe?
Right.
Okay, I wanted to get it up on the board here. Tell us what it is. Is it a really long address to get to it?
I don't. I sent the link to Kelly.
Okay, Kelly, give us that link if you can. Kelly, put it up here. I don't see it. Okay, tell us about it. The GoFundMe.
So it's just titled "The Loss of Tim: Support for the Fromm Family." Their last name is spelled F-R-O-H-M.
F-R-O-H-M? Okay, F-R-O-H-M. I want to put that down because maybe F-R-O-H-M because people want to get there in various ways, and I want to make sure if they go through GoFundMe, they can search for something, and I'm going to try that myself. I just want to get a way that people can remember it after the show and actually do it, Yeah. And what are you guys going to do? Just everything with that, right?
Yeah, at this point, we're looking at the funeral costs, which, are always surprising, I think, when anyone has to go through this. So we're going to start with that. Anything left over after that will just be to try to float some time.
God, this picture.
While we figure it out.
Oh, my God, this picture on GoFundMe.
I know. That's their second youngest. That's Harper. And
God, he seems young and vibrant. Did he have Deputy Doc says, man, that's very unusual that you have a seizure. He's in intensive care or ICU, and they can't keep him alive. What happened? I would be so devastated. Did he have some lingering problem he didn't know about?
Tim was always that kind of man who wouldn't complain. So every so often he would say, he didn't feel good. But I don't know.
Here's good news. You can find it on GoFundMe if we do this, okay? This is heartbreaking. I know there are a lot of GoFundMes, but you know what? So what? If we find one that touches our heart, you'll never do any harm by helping people that are sincere. And here's the good news. When I searched Fromm, it came up the very first choice, help. So it's I can give the address, but I can also say this. If you go to GoFundMe.com and simply search, you don't have to sign in, you don't have to do anything. You can search FROHM. If you search the last name, you will get this. You will get this. You will get this front page and all the information, and you'll be able to donate. So they have a car right now, or did that car get wrecked? Tell us about their transportation.
Yeah, so his car, I don't know the damage. After the accident, they took it and it's impounded, and we'll deal with that when we get to it. But Allie's vehicle is fine. She has her car.
And has she ever worked outside the house?
She did when they first were together. She was a CNA, but the picture of the little girl on the GoFundMe, she's autistic, and Allie's her main caregiver, so she's home with the kids now, which is such a blessing that she's been able to stay home with them and be there for Harper.
Oh man. Okay. Is the business something someone can take over and help with, or is it gone without him?
We're going to do our best as a family and see how, we're going to really try to keep his legacy, because it's a newer business, and he worked really hard to start it. So we're going to try, and we'll see where it goes from there. Right now, we're managing it because they are so busy. But we're gonna do our best. The family, we're all stepping up. We're gonna be there. We just are trying to.
What part of town do they live in?
They live in Centennial, so they're they're kind of by South Glen, the streets of South Glen.
So listen, I want you to give Kelly off the air her your sister's full name and address, just off the air for us. And then I'm gonna give this a shout out when I remember here, and I'll have Kelly remind me. Now I'm going to give people an official address too, even though it's a slash and some letters and all that. We all know the GoFundMe. So if you go to GoFundMe, and Kelly, are you sure this link? Let me just check. Oh yeah, it is. Okay, that's weird because it's GoFundMe. GoFund.me. Okay, so this particular link is GoFund.me, and then you put a slash, okay, the /. So it's GoFundMe, GoFund.me. Now the /, you put in F as in Frank, 4, 3, B as in Bravo, C as in Charlie, D as in Delta, A as in Alpha, and then 0. That's an address. Or you can just go to GoFundMe.com and put in the name Frohm, and that's FROHM. This is looks to be a wonderful family. He looks happy. He looks like he has, I don't know, light. The guy just seems like that picture will get to you. And he was lost on Wednesday, and they need to raise some money. She's going to get everything she needs, I hope. And then some social services, make sure she does that. There's no, as I say, so many people that have never been on social service. Oh, no, we're not going to do that. And you need to. Now, Bernie's got a comment. I'm not sure what it is. Bernie, what is your comment on this?
Hello?
Yes, Bernie. What is your comment?
Well, the question was if Social Security would help. Well, Social Security doesn't help, but there is a program called Survivors Benefits.
Okay, and how does that work?
That's for children. Well, you apply to the federal government for them.
Okay, but I wanted to know, so the person, the deceased, does not have to be 65 or older for survivors benefits?
None at all, no.
Are you sure of that? Okay, I'm glad.
I'm sure.
Okay.
I'm positive. For children under 18, up to 18, then the benefits go away.
Okay, so if you have children and you die, survivors' benefits from Social Security will go to your children until they're 18.
Exactly.
Now, thank you, Bernie. We're going to look into that. So, Kaylee, that's one other avenue, survivors' benefits, okay?
Hey, Tom.
Yes.
One of the things that you can do is the GoFundMe link. You can put it in the comments section of your YouTube page.
Okay.
And then people can actually visit your YouTube page and get there.
Oh, I can put that link there.
You can.
Okay, I'm going to copy that and put it there. If I can get, I'll get over to that during a break here because I have Deputy Dollar running it. And we'll put that link. Is that the chat she's talking about? Yes. We'll put it in the chat. Thanks. That's good. So, Kaylee, make sure that you look into survivors' benefits as well.
Great.
What's up, Nuggets fans? It's Jamal Murray here to tell you about Orchard. If you're looking to buy a home but want to skip all the stress, it's time for a mid-game adjustment. Orchard lets you move into your new home before you even sell your old one. Orchard turns you into a cash buyer so you can win in a competitive market.
Tom, you good? 10 away.
I didn't touch any.
Ideal.
Honest to God.
But new rules. So get out there and win the home you want.
I have no idea.
Here you go, man.
Is a proud partner of the Denver Nuggets. Get started at orchard.com.
You know, prevention really, really saves money, especially when it comes to ACs and furnaces and water heaters. That's what I love about Fix It 24/7. They have an eye on prevention, on preventing long waits because of supply chain or expensive repairs or possibly replacements. So, we're coming up on air conditioning season. I recommend you have them go through it. If you haven't had it done in a while, in fact, this is a one-time, first-time only basis, $39. They will do what's equal to what I call a refurbishment of your AC. They'll go through it with the extreme clean adjustments, pressure checks, and make sure it's ready to go with a no breakdown guarantee for the season, just $39. FixMyHome.com, 720-526-3939. What makes a loan ideal? For Ideal Home Loans, it's taking a look at your financial situation and then tailoring a loan to you. That's why they say first we listen, then we lend. If you have some high interest debt you need to get paid off, they will be happy to show you how to do that with equity in your home because rates are still near all-time lows, even though they've gone up a little. And they also have pre-approvals. Listen, if you're shopping for a home, get pre-approved. It puts you at par with a cash dealer. IdealHomeLoans.com also has the interest rate guarantee. If rates go down over the next 2 years, they refinance you free of charge. Call for details, 303-867-7000. IdealHomeLoans.com.
Thank you.
This is an important notice to consumers facing $10,000 or more in credit card debt, medical bills, or other unsecured debt. You're not required to pay it all back because there are special programs now in effect that will significantly reduce the amount you will owe if you qualify. This is not bankruptcy or a debt consolidation loan. These programs, which the credit card companies like to keep secret, exist to aid American consumers struggling with overwhelming credit card debt by offering tremendous savings and real debt relief. Accredited Debt Relief has established a special hotline for you to call and learn what savings you qualify for. They've helped qualify consumers with over $1 billion in debt and are A+ rated with the Better Business Bureau. So don't wait. Get the relief you need during these hard economic times. For this free information, call the Accredited Debt Relief Hotline now. Call 800-885-7788. 800-885-7788. That's 800-885-7788.
K&H Home Solutions wants you to compare their products, knowing you'll make the right choice. Fiberglass windows are all the rage, but not all the same. Marvin's frame is 3/4 of an inch. K&H's Comfort Line, a full 1-inch frame. K&H also offers dark interior finishes with split finish combinations. Marvin does not. Now, you save 25% on K&H's Comfort Line windows at khwindows.com. That's khwindows.com.
K&H Home Solutions has what you're looking for.
Economists are warning that sanctions against Russia could trigger devastating inflation, worse than the current 40-year highs. Hi, this is Stephen K. Bannon, and I urge you to protect your savings right now with a gold IRA through Birch Gold, the only company I trust for gold. Just text the word SHELTER to 989898 to get a free info kit on how to protect your savings with gold. Again, text SHELTER to 989898.
Venture X from Capital One is the travel card for people always asking,
where next?
You earn 10x miles on hotels and rental cars, and 5x miles on flights booked through Capital One Travel, and 2x miles on everything else you buy with Venture X. Plus, receive premium travel benefits like access to over 1,300 airport lounges. The Venture X card from Capital One. What's in your wallet?
Terms apply. See CapitalOne.com for details.
Are you tired of paying your brokers high fees even when you lose your money? Call 866-901-2255. That's 866-901-2255 for your complimentary safe money book, and join Al Martinez for the Retirement and Income Radio Show on Sundays at 7 a.m. and 3 p.m.
Hi, it's Mandy Connell. Join my friends Gary Bell and Brad Pollock for the Bell and Pollock Legal Show right here on KHOW every Saturday morning at 7. It's a live call-in show to give Coloradans like you free legal advice on any topic you'd like to discuss with them.
This report is sponsored by Dairy Queen.
Another warm and breezy day for your Friday. Temperatures today in the mid to upper 70s. Lots of sunshine and that wind getting up around 15 to 25 miles per hour. So high fire danger once again for today. I'm Fox 31 Pinpoint Weather Team meteorologist Kylie Burse.
Hey DQ fans, the new All-Star Summer Blizzard Treat lineup is here with flavors like the Girl Scout Thin Mints, the new Oreo Dirt Pie, Caramel Fudge Cheesecake, Cotton Candy, and more. There's something for everybody. Only at DQ. Happy tastes good.
You good on coming back here, big guy?
Heart radio station.
Tom?
Yeah.
You are up.
Tom Martino here, 303-713-TALK. Genesis Total Exteriors, remember, they do everything on the outside of your house, from the roofing, gutter, siding, windows, doors, decks, painting, outbuildings even, fencing, and they do solar. So if you're looking at solar, this is an honest company. And I say that because solar companies come and go. We do the best we can referring. GenesisSolarCO.com, GenesisSolarCO.com, or GenesisTotalExteriors.com for any exterior work. So, let's talk to Tim, who wants to talk about the VA hospital. And for Kaylee and her family, we are going to try like heck to promote this website. We're going to get it up on our YouTube feed. I didn't get it up there yet, but I will. And promote the GoFundMe page for this lovely family. A deceased dad on Wednesday left 4 children behind and a wife. Needless to say, the family is devastated. If you go to GoFundMe, though, GoFundMe, just find it, GoFundMe.com. If you search the last name of him, you'll find him. Frohm, F-R-O-H-M. I did it. I did a search, and it came right up. It was wonderful. So you can do that. So the number and also the link will be on our YouTube feed as well. 303-713-TALK. Tim, what's going on?
Hey, how you doing?
I'm doing good, Tim. What's happening, man?
Man, look, ever since I talked with you last time, I went and got the records, and anything short of running out of oxygen, it seems to be the games they be playing.
So right now,
VA.
Tim, you're calling about VA, right? Did you say that?
Yes, sir.
Okay, I remember the call. I'm trying to find my original notes. Can you refresh my memory a bit? Refresh my memory a bit.
Okay.
Go ahead.
I went in on an emergency to the VA. I had a nosebleed.
Oh, yes.
Okay.
Yes.
After I got there, they transferred me from one hospital to another hospital.
Right. Yes.
Then they transferred me back to the VA, where I come up with hip surgery. Mr. Martino, I walked in the emergency room with no problem. I even found the same.
Oh my
nurse
God,
that-
I remember this.
Yeah.
Yes. Oh, Deputy
Yeah,
Doc, do you
I found-
remember how crazy this was?
Yes, I
It's still going crazy.
I mean, you walked in with a bloody nose and walked out with a new hip.
I don't know how new it is, but they had hip surgery on me, and I'm still limping from it.
God.
I had no problem when I walked into the VA. No problem, no complaints, no X-rays, no nothing.
All right. And you went and got the records. I asked you to get the records.
Yes, sir. Yes, I got all of them.
Okay. And were they like weird when you asked about it?
Well, I started getting
By the way, the reason I couldn't find your original call, did you use a name last time, Fugit?
Fugit, yes.
Okay. I want to make
name,
sure.
F-U-G-E-T-T.
I want to make sure you're the same person, Fugit. But
yes, sir. Yes,
okay,
sir.
You are the same person.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, of course. How many nosebleeds would you have that end up with a new hip? All right. Let's talk about it then.
Ask him to send a copy of the consent form to the surgeon.
Now, do you have in your surgical stuff, did you get a digital copy?
No, sir. They had it all on pieces of paper.
Paper. How many pages? How many pages?
It's 1,000. It's 1,000 pages.
1,000 pages?
Yes. But I got them all. I got them all.
Now, you definitely need someone to go through this. You,
yes,
Tim, never, ever, 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 ever had hip problems.
No, sir. No, sir. I was an athlete. I mean, I'm sturdy. Plus, I'm a two-time Vietnam vet. I made it nothing. You know, I had blood clot, but never no surgery on my hip or leg or nothing.
So you went in for a bloody nose.
Yes, sir.
And that was VA that you went into.
Yes, sir.
And they transferred you to St. Joseph's.
They transferred me. Look here. It's all in the records, like I say. I was trying to be sure about where they were transferred me, but I hadn't put in. And my social worker reiterated, yes, it's all in there, what they did. But every time I try to explain something to personnel, suddenly the conversation gets changed.
Yeah, but Tim, do me a favor. You say that you were transferred to St. Joseph's, right?
Yes, sir.
Did you lose consciousness during the transportation over to St. Joe's?
No, sir. I rode in an ambulance.
Okay. When did you lose consciousness? What's the last thing you remember before waking up?
They transferred me to the other hospital, and then when I was on my way back, I don't remember that.
Wait.
But they was working on my nose all the same time.
Okay, but they transfer you to the other hospital. You're talking about St. Joseph's.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
And on your way to St. Joseph's, you were awake the whole time.
Yes, sir. Sure were.
Okay. Do you remember being wheeled into St. Joe's?
Yes, I do, because I was in the ambulance bed.
Okay. Do you remember getting into the emergency room?
Yes.
And what did they do at St. Joe's? They gave you something to knock you out, right?
They tried to work. They call it I forget the terminology that they call it, where they put something in your nose trying to stop the nose bleeding.
Okay. They tried to stop the nosebleed, then what?
Okay, then after a period of time, I stayed there and I went through whatever the procedures they take you through when you got a nosebleed like that.
Okay, then what? I want to know everything you remember. Then what?
Okay, after a few days, I went upstairs and they.
Wait a minute. You were there a few days that they were working on your nose?
Yes, sir.
What would they do in those, like, you had a nosebleed. What were they doing? Were you assigned a hospital bed and a room?
Yes, I was in a room. I can remember that.
Now, was this before the hip surgery?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay. What do you remember about the hip part? If you're in a hospital room with a bloody nose,
right.
You were there a couple days, did they do x-rays on your hips or anything?
That part I never seen. I don't remember.
Hold on. This is crazy. You just woke up one day with a new hip.
Yes. Yes.
And did you say, and a doctor must have come in and said, how you feeling, how you doing?
Yeah, they did all that, and they said that they transferred me back to the VA, because I guess they had stopped the nosebleed, but I don't remember that.
When you went back to the VA, is that where they did the hip?
Yes, that's where they did the hip surgery.
At the VA?
At the VA.
Did you ever sign a consent form? Is it in your file?
No, sir. No, sir. I never signed a consent because there wasn't nothing wrong with my hip.
Well, if that's the case, he has a huge...
Okay, hold on. How old are you?
Right.
How old are you?
I'm 70.
And, okay, you're 70. When you went back to the VA, were you in a room there?
Yes, sir.
How long before this hip surgery were you there?
I guess as soon as I got back, and then I'm just guessing, as soon as I got back to the VA, they had me in intensive care, then I went up to a...
Why were you in intensive care at VA for a nosebleed?
Tom, I'm just telling you what I remember.
Okay. Hey, Tim, are you...
Yes,
I want to ask you something, seriously. I don't mean to be a smartass. Were you ever diagnosed with dementia or Alzheimer's or anything like that?
No, sir.
Okay. Do you have any kind of cognitive problems? Do you remember things easily?
Let me put it like this. I had no problem remembering things, especially when it comes to the VA. I've been doing this for at least 20-something years.
Okay. Okay. And you don't have any you don't see a psychiatrist for anything or anything like that?
No, sir. No, let me put it like this. I've been through all that. I don't take no
no meds.
Psychotic drugs.
No meds.
No meds. No meds like that. Nothing like that.
And
Nothing
since your hip surgery, how have you been since your hip surgery?
Like running through a maze. I hardly ever figure out what's going on. My mom, they always trying to test me for something else they say is wrong with me. My kidneys, on my lungs especially.
Do they say they have... Okay, never mind. We're going around in a circle.
Hey, just speak your mind. Go ahead.
I want to know, did you ever ask the doctor who came in to check your hip, hey, doc, why the hell do I have a new hip?
They said I broke it.
When did you break it? Is it possible you had a broken...
I don't remember. It must have been in my dreams.
Is it possible you had a broken hip and you didn't know it?
No, sir. I can't walk with a broken hip.
All right, hold on. We've got more coming up. Hang on, Tim. I got to figure this out. This is craziness. We need to get a hold of an attorney to talk to as well.
KHOW Denver, 630 KHOW. An iHeart radio station. Available everywhere on our free iHeartRadio app. #1 for music, radio, and podcasts. All in one. Now, Impact Traffic.
This report is sponsored by Indeed.com.
We are looking at a major delay on I-70 right now. Traffic is stopped right around Airport. This because of an accident westbound I-70 It is actually closed between Havana and Central Park Boulevard. Traffic is being taken off the highway westbound I-70 there at Havana. So take your favorite alternate around it if you can. Maybe use Colfax or 56th Avenue as your alternate depending on where you're going. Now, I-25 traffic looking good, but there is a wreck eastbound 270 near York. Fox 31 pinpoint weather, mostly sunny, dry and breezy, a high of 76. And then for the weekend, low 80s. Currently, it's 70. With your impact traffic and weather, I'm Chris McLaughlin, 630 KHOW.
Need to hire? Need Indeed.
All right, Tom, 10 away for these two little guys, David and Blake.
Sponsor a job and immediately get a short list of quality candidates.
You are up.
Indeed, match your job description. Visit Indeed.com/credit.
BlakeHarrisLaw.com will take care of your estate plan at any stage in your life. The earlier the better. And then if you've never had this been done before, or you've never had it updated, you can call Blake. The great thing about Blake, he'll answer all of your questions about wills, about leaving things, about protecting your heirs, about trusts, about offshore things that are legal. BlakeHarrisLaw.com. Give him a call. He'll answer you free, then give you rates. If you hire him, flat rates up front. 833-ASK-BLAKE. 833-ASK-BLAKE. David Ellis Jewelry will give you a price up front, too, if you want to sell your precious metals. Now, you can sell them in two forms. First, you can sell just the metals, the diamonds, the gold, in those tangled messes. Just put them all in a bag. Mismatched earrings, broken watches, incomplete coin collections. He doesn't care. He'll buy it for the metal. He'll weigh it and pay it. And the thing I like about him, he's been around for 40 years. You can trust him. He's not going anywhere. Here's the other thing. If you want to sell fine jewelry, estate jewelry, and diamonds, he'll do that too. So whatever you're selling, think, please, of David Ellis Jewelry. 303-322-8779. He's at 3rd and Clayton. David Ellis Jewelry.
Thank you.
Long will this bull market last? What will the next recession look like? Are you financially prepared? Visit my website now at kurtcambier.com.
I think he was starting to say
Hey,
gave it to him.
Tom, what did, yeah. Tom, you there?
Yes, sir.
Did
What?
you want an attorney for Tim?
Yeah, I would, but I don't want them to look over the records. I do want an attorney on. If we could get like, what's his name? I want the, whatchamacallit, what's the frick? Bendinelli.
Bendinelli?
Yeah, Marco Bendinelli, if he'll come on.
Okay.
Yeah, thanks. Marco
Bendinelli.
Increase in home values, this may be the perfect time to put that new home equity to work. Take advantage of our cash.
Hey, Tom.
What's that?
FYI, I already posted the GoFundMe link on your comments page on YouTube.
Thank you so much. She already did it for us.
Right, whether it's a conventional, FHA, or VA loan, we'll pay for your title, settlement, lender, and recording fees. So call Westland at 888-455-3669. That's 888-455-3669.
How much time do I have, Doug?
It's the biggest no-brainer.
2.5.
2.5.
888-455-3669.
NMLS number 3304. Not all loans apply. Equal housing lender.
As we age, we can't always plan on good health, but you can plan long-term care coverage to give peace of mind to you and your family. Hi, it's Mandy Connell, and a great way to learn about long-term care is to join my friends from 525 Advisors for an upcoming free long-term care planning live webinar this Saturday morning at 9 or next Tuesday, May 17th at 4 p.m. You'll learn so much. 525 Advisors will explain how long-term care works, what the coverage pays for, and you'll discover all the new options and different ways to fund a plan. They even have plans with lifetime benefits that pay you back if you never use it. Then when you're ready, 525 Advisors will design a custom plan with you like they did for my husband and me. I love how much time they've spent working with us, and it's not just me. Read the reviews. People love working with Brian and Madeline at 525 Advisors. So get the peace of mind long-term care coverage gives you. Attend their free live webinar this Saturday morning at 9 or next Tuesday afternoon at 4. Sign up at 525longtermcare.com. That's 525longtermcare.com.
You worked your whole career to reach the top of the mountain, but now that you're thinking about retirement, who will help guide you back down the trail? Listen to the Retirement Summit with Summit Wealth Strategies to learn how to prepare. Saturdays at noon on 630 KHOW.
Don't be caught without heat or air, waiting for parts, or facing inflated prices. I'm consumer advocate Tom Martino, recommending Fix It 24/7 for their amazing $24 special for deep cleaning, adjusting, and refurbishment of your furnace or AC. Your choice, just $24. This is for new customers this month only. Experience the Fix It 24/7 difference. The people I have in my home. FixMyHome.com, 720-526-3939.
Sweats, hot flashes, or a low sex drive aren't normal for your age. You just don't have to suffer them. Feel like yourself again. Hormone Health and Weight Loss and their natural hormone replacement therapy. Visit HormoneHealthTest.com and get your free assessment today.
One thing we can all agree on. Debt is bad for us. A solid, secure retirement is good. Get smart with Smart Money Moves. Saturday afternoons from 2 to 3. Smart Money Moves, Saturdays at 2 p.m. on KHOW. Could be the best decision you make all year.
It's Brian with Advanced Mudjacking. 2022 is here, and it's going to be another busy year. Denver is growing, but concrete is still sinking. Porches, driveways, floors, they all settle over.
So she's going to make
Parkway.
She's going to make it fun.
Here you go, Tom. You ready?
Yeah.
4-1.
Hang on.
Back, neck, and joint pain. Visit SpineOne.com for a same-day appointment now. That's SpineOne.com.
You are up.
Hey, you know, it is car day on Friday usually. We're having a weird kind of week this week because I'm doing a remote from my home because the studio's being torn up, or the newsroom back at the mothership. So I want to remind you, Sentry RV, still going strong with RVs, SentryRV.com. That's Sentry as in 100, Century. Great prices on new units. They're not inflating the hell out of prices. They're also doing great trade-in values, or you can sell your used RV. So new or used, buying or selling, CentryRV.com, 303-453-1111. Okay, now, what should I do? I want to help if I can, this Timothy guy. It is so outrageous. He goes with a bloody nose. They transfer him to St. Anthony or St. Joe's. St. Joe's stops the nosebleed. He gets back to VA, and within a few days he has a new hip. They said his hip was broken. Now this, I'm telling you something. This could be one hell of a thing we uncover. He doesn't sound like he's feeble. Tim.
Yes.
I need to get the records. And we need to have Deputy Doc. So we need to figure out a way, off the air with Kelly, talk to her. Where are you generally located or travel?
You'd be surprised, I'm quite close to you. I'm right on here on 4301 South Delaware.
South
Delaware and Quincy.
Listen, talk to Kelly. If you can drop those off, I want Deputy Doc to look at them. And he said he says he can go through them. Then we have an attorney that can look at them with your permission. Yes. And then I'm not saying you need to hire this attorney, but I would at least want to get his opinion on this.
Okay, like I say, I'm just a disabled vet, man, but
I hope they didn't do surgery because they could get paid for it and you didn't need it.
That's why I say I'm not no lab rat. I don't go in for none of that kind of stuff. I'm just a common man, a Vietnam vet.
Did the hip tie you down a bit? Did it impede your activity?
It did more than impede my activity my whole life.
And you were active before. You were active before this.
I was very active. I used to work for King Supers as a cashier. I played ball and whatever.
And you can't do that now.
Man, if I walk down too many stairs, I'll have to stop in the middle of it just to rest.
Okay, I'm really pissed now. Hang on. Just hang on. This is crazy.
Have him got the records at the studio and I'll pick them up.
Hey, I just want to talk to Shannon. Shannon, as far as spots go, I just need to clear this up. Am I one behind or am I on time?
One behind.
Okay. Todd, real quick, what's going on, Todd?
Yeah, I was wondering what you thought about from yesterday.
Oh, okay. I do want to talk to you, Todd. I want you to hang on. I really did look at your note, and I have a lot of thoughts on what you did and how we can handle it. 303-713-TALK. Really quick. Al, what is your... Never mind. We'll come back to Al and more. Come on. Just hang on. I'm sorry. I'm a little behind on spots here.
I didn't know that. We almost timed that out right. That was good.
By Revive water-saving fertilizer and soil treatment.
We are looking at a major delay on I-70 right now. Traffic is stopped right around airport. This because of an accident westbound I-70. It is actually closed between Havana and Central Park Boulevard. Traffic is being taken off the highway westbound I-70 there at Havana. So take your favorite alternate around it if you can. Maybe use Colfax or 56th Avenue as your alternate depending on where you're going. Now I-25 traffic looking good, but there is a wreck eastbound 270 near York. Fox 31 pinpoint weather, mostly sunny, dry and breezy, a high of 76. And then for the weekend, low 80s. Currently it's 70. With your impact traffic and weather, I'm Chris McLaughlin, 630 KHOW.
Nothing will kickstart your lawn better.
Here you go with just Colorado Pain Care, 10 away.
Apply Revive water-saving fertilizer now to make spring storms work for you. For the greenest lawn you've ever had, revive it today. Your revitalized lawn will love you.
Colorado Pain Care, Sport and Spine. They take care of you when you're in pain. I know they're taking care of me. Listen, it's a true story. I go to them when I have an acute problem that's onset or a chronic. Right now, I have a combination of two. I don't know what happened. I don't want to get into it. I sound like my grandfather, but these people have never been better. With what they're doing for me and how they treat you and the alternative treatments they have, their goal is to get you out of pain and keep you out of pain. It's not just a quick, hello, I'll see you later. Colorado Pain Care. Office hours from 7 to 7, so you can get into the clinic and even same-day appointments. 303-GOT-PAIN. 303-GOT-PAIN.
Roller coaster stock markets make
like 5 minutes.
Such frequent ups and downs.
4.5.
Market volatility derail your retirement. Hi, I'm Linda Gardner, host of Your Money, Your Retirement, Saturday on 630 KHOW. If you're concerned about the markets, call today to schedule a complimentary review of your portfolio. Call 720-488-8604. That's 720-488-8604. Or online, yourmoneyyourretirement.com.
I should have had Done Right do it. Don't be that person that says this after ordering your remodeling project.
They're on right now.
Dad? You've
Hello,
got
guys.
that
How are
right,
you
Todd.
doing?
Hi, folks. Dan Cicchini, owner of Done Right.
So if you want to talk during breaks,
simply put, we make
give me your
people
comments
happy.
and we can.
Ever since the 80s,
I didn't realize I
we've
was so
proven
close to
ourselves by
that
being
right now. I
picky.
can do
Tell
that.
the folks, Todd. Well, there's only
He'll
one
shout
way.
out the
I'm not going to feed you the breaks until we come back from break.
That's the same Todd, by the way, that was there yesterday or the day before. I don't think, listen, I think the guy is a little slow and needs help. I don't think he's like dangerous. What do you guys think? He's a, is he a weirdo? A weirdo. That's what we call people like that. I hate using that term, but, I want to, okay, for example, I think that he probably never grew up knowing how to approach a girl, ever. I'll bet you he didn't have a lot of friends. He seems like he might have been socially inept. What do you guys think? I should put, back there where my monitor is, I usually have I have a Troubleshooter emblem I put up there.
Oh, you do? Oh.
It's in the TV. It's built in.
That's pretty cool.
I can do that. Where's my remote now? I haven't had this TV. I hardly live at this house. That's the problem.
That's what I figured.
Stephanie and I use it for entertaining and for investment.
When I saw the pantry and the refrigerator, I said,
although, if I actually want to know the truth, it's not going to look much different. Wait. I thought I had my thing in there. Wait, source? Where's my hookup on there?
I had a TV like that that showed you all the different.
But I have a little, I thought I had my.
Private investor, and we don't have any comment on private transactions. Our views, broadly speaking, on the role of social media platforms
probably about now. Shannon made a change, so
Yes, sir.
the guys can hear us a little bit more, not commercials.
I'm not getting any return audio.
Can I help you?
There we go. All right, thanks, guys.
Well, the YouTube viewers are saying they're tired of hearing the commercials, so I may cut them off for most of the break and then just bring them back when
That's
you get
fine.
going.
I'm fine.
Yeah. Okay. 303. Stand by.
6,000.
Denver's talk station.
You are up.
KHOW.
Hi, Tom Martino, your troubleshooter, 303-713. Turn. I don't know why my TV is acting up behind me. If you hear it, 303-713-8255. Welcome to the show. And it's important, by the way, I remind you, this is really important. Insurance checkups are more than just checking to see what you're paying and if you're paying too much. Right now, it's to see that you're not underinsured. 92% of the people in the Marshall Fire will not be able to rebuild because they were underinsured. Replacement value doesn't mean replacement value. It means replacement value added up for each item to the dwelling amount. Once you get to the dwelling amount, you're done. Get a free analysis, unbiased, objective. TheInsuranceHelpCenter.com, 303-996-9000. All right, Todd, I want to talk to you. Now, Todd, I'm going to talk to you, and you don't have Mark here today, so you're not going to hear any insulting. He said you're a weirdo.
Okay,
he
so
said
that
you're
was Mark then.
Oh, of course it was. He said you're a weirdo. But listen.
Okay.
He didn't really, he just says it sounds weird, and it does. I'm just going to sum this up. I want to sum this up. Todd got kicked off of social media for some of his comments, and I know why. And then what he did was he took a flyer and started handing out a flyer about wanting just to be friends. He just wants some companionship. And if it leads somewhere, fine. If not, fine. I don't want to get into each and every word of the pamphlet, but you were passing this out. And people thought you were weird, because it is weird, because no one has ever done that. It is, and you were being very honest. You were saying, look, I just need, basically you're saying, you're not saying, hey, let's hook up, I want to screw your brains out. You were simply saying, look, if women want companionship and I want companionship, I'd like to have a friend, I'd like to have, get to know you. It was weird, though, and here's why. I know you're sincere, Todd, and I don't think you're an axe murderer, and I don't think you're truly dangerous. I don't think so at all. I think you're very sincere. I just feel it and I can hear it. But Todd, I'm being completely honest with you, and I hope you take it to improve, because otherwise I would lie to you. And I don't want to lie to you. I don't want to say...
Actually, I will, for sure.
Okay, I want to tell you, Todd, that you come off weird. You come off, and people are going to think you're weird, and you're going to have a problem because of it. So you hang on, and I promise I will come back, and I'll give you ways to overcome that. I really will. But you got to listen to me, so hang on. I'm Tom Martino, 303-713-TALK, 713-8255.
When you're sick.
Very nice.
Hey, Tom.
You put my mic on YouTube, so
can't they go somewhere
we're
and
live.
have the management company pay? I mean, they shouldn't be able being asked to live in an apartment.
I know.
Where there's no hot water. So.
Yeah, but doing that would be a problem.
What?
Proving that. I mean.
Well, proving she has no hot water.
Not proving. No, I don't mean proving. What I mean is
getting reimbursed.
Yeah. It's not that easy. Saying it's one thing, doing it's another.
Oh, because I'm working on this. I'm trying to get. I got the answering service and then somebody else and then.
All I'm saying is it might be easier said than done.
Yeah.
Yes, technically, it's a habitability issue.
Right.
That's what you're talking about. It is a habitability.
Yeah. All right. Well. Let's see what's going on.
Is this club closed on Mondays?
Yeah. Most private golf courses, because that's when they do maintenance.
Yep.
And they need the staff to get a day off.
Yes, of course, yeah.
So, you know, the golf people work long hours during the summer because the course is open, you know, from 6 a.m. until 8 p.m. basically. So they need a day off, and that's when they do maintenance on the course.
Yeah. Did you call him?
Call who?
Your lunch people.
Do you want it now or you want it at 12:30?
Oh, okay, you can call.
I'll call at 12:30.
I don't care. I didn't know how long it took him.
You drive a little golf cart down here?
Yeah.
They're good people.
Okay, Tom, what kind, you want a cheeseburger?
I want a cheeseburger. No bun, everything else. Just everything else.
Okay.
And I'll put it on a plate, huh?
You want a salad or fries, or what do you want as a side?
Coleslaw, if they have it. If not a salad, but it's coleslaw.
What would you like? No bun?
Same as Tom, but a salad.
And let them include some ketchup. I don't know what I have here.
Yeah, they'll
Do all the fixings. We don't need silverware. I mean, we don't need.
What kind of cheeseburger? You want what kind of cheese? Just regular cheddar?
Oh yeah, I'm fine with whatever they do, American or cheddar. I want it medium.
Oh, so you want a medium? And you want yours?
Medium or cheddar's fine.
Okay. Troubleshooter logos. Where am I here? Okay, there it is. So which kind do I want? Is this the one I want? Black font. Yeah.
It says Todd needs a trip to Vegas.
Okay, I need this one here. I'm gonna put this.
Todd is definitely weird. You know, what you should tell him, Tom, is he should go on a dating site where he can communicate by text.
You're right.
Yeah, so no one has to hear him.
Right.
Because he does seem weird. Okay, now, see, I did that. Watch. I'm going to put that over on the TV. Then hit the source. I did this last time we were here.
Yes. And are you going to go on, or I have Gloria holding on mine too?
So I just got to put it on.
Go to Angie.com. That's ANGI.com.
Where's my fucking, oh, here it is. USB.
Okay, so she still wants to talk to Tom? Okay, all right.
USB. Can I turn this on?
All right, go ahead and hang up on
Send Todd to the bunny ranch in Nevada.
We've inherited from the previous administration the largest year-over-year jump in for history in 2020. Our focus from here has been putting more cops on the beat.
Watch. Ah, come on. What do you mean it's not supported?
Yeah, I thought on those TVs you could just kind of like upload it. And
I used to upload that all the time, so let me take that off and do it again. It's not supported. It's too high for resolution, which I think is fucking crazy because it's.
Oh, that was the issue.
Yeah. It's just a guy saying ambulance.
I never had that problem before. That's a ultra high D TV, I thought, but I'm not gonna have a chance. Son of a bitch.
Yep. Why are they? Because I turned off the commercial.
Referral is troubleshooter. This
Yeah.
is the one it wants.
For the Facebook feed.
The low-res version.
YouTube, whatever.
So they can't hear it?
Yeah, so they're hearing the room now. I mean us.
I mean, it doesn't really matter. It's just a little touch, you know. Okay, come on, you stupid bastard. Get out of this fucking...
And will continue to be today. So there will be a broad discussion of Ukraine and Russia, the United States.
Streaming KHOW and the full screen player. Just click the microphone to record your message. Talk back to Denver's talk station now. $1,000 in your hand. Denver's talk station has your chance to win $1,000. Just enter this nationwide keyword on our website, cash. That's cash. Enter it now at khow.com.
Ripped off, bad news. You need advice so you don't have to lose. We'll come running just as fast as we can. Troubleshooter's gonna help the common man.
This is the Troubleshooter Show. Now, Tom Martino.
Hey, Tom Martino here, 303-713-TALK, 303-713-8255. All right, let's talk and see what's on your mind. 303-713-TALK. And Garage Magic for your floors. You will love those floors. Polyaspartic coating I have in my garage. Beautiful. Lifetime guarantee. And a beautiful job by highly trained employees up and down the Front Range. GarageMagic.com. 720-600-HOME. 720-600-HOME. So what's on your mind today? We have one guy that called the show a while ago, and listen, I truly think he's sincerely asking for help. He doesn't understand why he was kicked off of social media, or why he's labeled weird, and why people don't talk to him. And he simply wants to meet women, and he doesn't know how. He says they're not sincere. He says they say one thing on the outside, but they really don't mean it. He's confused. He doesn't know how to meet. It all boils down to that. Todd does not know how to meet women. So he made a pamphlet, a flyer that he handed out. And it was really strange. I mean, he was saying things about, he was advertising he wants to meet a woman. And he's willing to be a friend. He's willing to be more and give me a chance, blah, blah, blah. Todd, I want to ask you a few things, okay?
For sure.
And this is crazy, but, okay, how'd you do in school?
Well, basically, they used to write notes when passing out in the classroom.
Passing notes about what?
When, they only used that to make us a joke. But
No, Todd, I'm asking straight questions. How did you do in school, grade-wise? How did you do?
Like, you mean by works or homeworks?
Just everything. Academically, did you do well?
No, I did well.
You did well. You were good in school.
I was always good in school.
What about school dances?
School dances, they never invite me in school dances.
Okay, did you ever have a girlfriend, ever?
No.
Okay.
Not at all, actually.
Do you have friends, do you have guy friends that are, that you hang out with and talk to?
Yes, I used to, but some of the guys used to bully me at that time.
They bully you. Okay. So you're pretty much a loner, is that right, Todd?
Yeah, that's right.
And you're 26?
Mm-hmm.
Who do you live with?
I actually live with myself, with my mother. But I used to live alone.
You live with your mother?
Yeah.
Okay.
But not before.
Have you
Before I
ever
used to
have
live
you
on-
ever had any counseling?
Yes, in the past.
What kind of counseling, Todd? Todd, what kind of counseling?
They were giving me counseling about how to manage feelings and stuff like that, but
Right.
not exactly advices.
Okay. Now, on that
I don't have problem talking.
Okay. How do you look? And I hate to say, I have to ask, are you tall? Are you short? Are you fat? Are you thin? Tell me about yourself.
For sure. I'm actually tall and, well, sometimes I do exercise, so I'm just average.
Okay.
It's like most of the guys.
Okay. And what is it about friendship and meeting people is difficult?
Oh, well, for that, they thought that I don't have, well, for that, it's just like, if I have a real future, then that's what makes me difficult. Because I used to be in college to try to.
And how were you
focus
doing in
on my
college?
future.
What were you studying in college?
I was studying about the graphic designer
Okay.
on Full Sail University,
Okay.
but it was in Denver.
Why didn't you finish college?
Because it was so hard to focus on women because they were being too sexual, and then they grabbing too much attention to me. So I basically just give up college.
What do you mean? You gave up college because women were mean?
Yes, unfortunately.
I don't
And then
understand
when I
what
tried
you
to
mean.
explain-
Todd, I don't understand. Why are women mean to you?
was because they saw one of my flyers too as well.
Okay.
But I did not make my intention just to during school.
You got to stop with the flyers.
I know.
Do me a favor, Kelly, do you have a copy of his email that he sent with the flyers?
One more time?
Do you still have a copy of his flyer? I don't think I still have it.
Yes, I do.
Can you send it to me?
Yes.
Okay. I'm going to take some other calls. Can you hang on, Todd?
Sure.
Yeah, please hang on. I'm serious. Al, what's going on with your issue with Walmart? And what's going on with your tire?
Good afternoon, Tom.
Hey, man, what's going on? Thank you so much. What's going on?
Yeah, hopefully this is a normal call. The situation, I bought some tires from Walmart online 2 years ago, okay? And last month I had one go flat on me, which I took to Discount Tire, and they tried to fix it, and they couldn't find a nail or anything like that. So come to the conclusion maybe it's a defective tire. Anyway, the Discount Tire representative looked at it and said that the tires were manufactured in 2016.
And you bought them, okay, the tires were manufactured.
Go ahead.
Tires were manufactured in 2016, but you bought them when?
2 years ago. So they were 4 years old at that time. Okay.
I don't know enough about this to comment, but is that bad for a
Okay.
tire?
No, what happened was I was trying to convince them that, like, Discount Tire, they got a big sign right in front of their lobby there. It says, hey, you need to replace the tires after 6 years. I know that's kind of a marketing thing, but rubber deteriorates and all that. Now, the car I put it on was only 500 miles. It's a BMW. I only drive it on weekends every now and again. I only had 200 miles in the last 2 years. And Walmart says, well, it's been more than 30 days or 60 or whatever it was. BF Goodrich, no, I'm sorry, Uniroyal says, well, it doesn't really matter. Whenever they were mounted, that's when the warranty starts.
Here's what I'm reading. I'm reading. It says compounds in tires deteriorate over time.
Yeah.
Regardless of the condition of the tread.
Correct.
And old tires could wear out faster.
safety-wise too. I had that one tire go flat. Luckily, I wasn't
Now,
on
the tread
on the
usually
highway.
wears out before compound does, but if tires are left to sit around, you could get less life out of them. You know, you might have an issue, man, but I don't understand. They didn't really do anything wrong.
Yeah, my one. The rest of the story, as Paul Harvey would say, I ordered another tire from Walmart 2 weeks ago, and I got the tire. I haven't mounted it or anything. It's a 2016 tire too.
Well, then there's a problem.
Now that one's 6 years old already, and I have not mounted it. I think one thing your listeners need to know that I never thought about, but it's federal law that they have to have the tire, the year it was manufactured, on the tire, and most people don't look at it.
This is something, I'm going to tell you, in all the years I've been doing this show, I have never discussed this. I'm really serious. I've discussed every single topic in the world. But to talk about the age of a tire sitting on a shelf, that is significant, because if that's true, then what the hell is going on? I mean, you're going to end up having way less life on a tire, even though it's new.
I agree. Once again, it was something I never thought about when I went. It's not like I went to the junkyard or on Craigslist to buy these tires. This was through Walmart.
I totally agree with you, man. So will they let you return them?
No. Well, the one I just bought, I can return because it's only 2 weeks old. But the other ones, their standard answer is, well, it's been more than 30 days. Now, let me add one more thing. Unbeknownst to me, I thought I was dealing with Walmart, but they had a third-party company called Priority Tires that they're the ones. I bought them thinking I was going through Walmart. They, in turn, Priority Tires is the ones that actually sent the tires. And I called them up. And,
hey, maybe they're doing it. Hold on. Maybe they're doing it without Walmart's knowledge.
No, I don't think so. Because I talked to I don't know how many people at Walmart, and the one guy was pretty good, and he said, well, that's through Priority Tires. And I said, what? I had no clue. I think as a consumer, going to Walmart online, I'm thinking I'm buying.
Now, there's something wrong, brother. There's something wrong. Honest to goodness, everywhere I'm reading, you should not have old rubber on your tires. You get less life.
That's what I'm telling you. That's why I thought maybe, like I know you. For 40 years.
Yeah.
You guys talk cars every Friday. I thought maybe you'd come across that and said, hey, it's going to be fine.
I'd like to ask. Now, even though everywhere I'm reading online says do not use old tires, and they do recommend 10 years on the outside, no matter what your tread is, 10 years.
I think I don't know if it's law, or I know like Uniroyal said, we guarantee our tires for 10 years.
It's called auto-oxidation of rubber. It can't be prevented. Right. There's a controversy over tire aging from manufacturers. They put expiration dates on their tires.
Exactly.
Now, did yours have an expiration date?
Yes. I didn't even know it till the.
Did Walmart sell those previous tires? Did Walmart sell those previous tires to you after an expiration?
Yes.
Well, I'd go after them for it.
The first set of tires were 2016. I bought them in 2020.
But when did they expire?
4 years old.
I know, but when did they expire? Here's what I'm saying. It says here
for returning them.
There are supposed to be expiration dates, brother.
There is.
What's the
I don't know about that. I don't think that there is an expiration date on a tire. There's a birth date, the manufacturing date on it, but I don't think there's anything like when they expire.
Listen to this. Some dealers in Maryland print a statement saying that if they sell a tire that is more than 3 years old, you could have quicker wear and it's not as safe. I'm telling you, man, this is something I have
didn't get
never
that.
discussed. The
Yeah,
rubber,
that
when the
was-
rubber is exposed to oxygen, it becomes drier and
Right.
stiff and becomes
Yep.
stiffer and leads to cracking
Yeah.
and will wear out.
Right now, I have a tire in my garage, brand spanking new, with a 2016 birth date on it.
Can you get some video of that for me with your phone?
I think so. I don't have it mounted. It's just.
I know.
Yeah,
Can you get
yeah.
video of that for me with your phone talking about it? I really think this is an issue we should explore. Hang on, I got to take a break. This is incredible, people. If you're buying new tires, it could be you're going to get half the life you normally could get out of them, and they're going to call it a road hazard, and you're not going to be covered. I'm Tom Martino. More coming up.
Thank you.
That's a
May
good issue.
is Maytag month.
That is
the
a good
hardest
issue.
working month of the year, when you can save on hard-working Maytag performance. Like laundry pairs that make clothes think twice before getting dirty again.
That's really a good
refrigerators
issue.
that make cold
I
your
gotta
new
bring up my
favorite
master
flavor.
list and put it down.
And dishwashers
Very
that
seldom do I
Hey,
go into this master
10
list.
away. 10 away to fix it. You good?
Yeah.
For you.
Okay, 10 away. Here you go. Or 5 away.
Guys,
5.
I got-
Out
hold
through
on,
June
guys.
1st. Because May is Maytag month.
I love Fix It 24/7 for plumbing, heating, cooling, electric, and drains. There are people that come to your home and they get the job done, and they do it for a value. That's why they offer the first-time introductory cleaning of your AC for just $39. Believe me, it takes more than an hour, and it takes deep cleaning, and it takes solvents, and it will save your AC. Possibly, especially with the adjustments and checking of pressures. $39. Listen, it's introductory. It's for first-time customers. I trust this company in my home for plumbing, heating, cooling, electric, and drains. FixMyHome.com. 720-526-3939.
Thank you.
How much time, bro?
5 minutes.
Thank you. I got 5 minutes. I got to just do something here. First, that troubleshooter field. I got to get that thing.
Yeah, I mean, to me, it's
Yeah, shit. I used to have one that filled up the whole screen. I don't remember how I did it. I don't remember how I did it. Just fill up the screen. That thing's stupid. So I can take that off and then I'll work on getting that. What I have to do is
I love how much time they've spent working with us, and it's not just me. Read the reviews. People love working with Brian and Madeline at 525 Advisors. So get the peace of mind long-term care coverage gives you. Attend their free live webinar this Saturday morning at 9 or next Tuesday afternoon at 4.
Yeah.
Sign up at 525longtermcare.com. That's 525longtermcare.com.
Millions of homeowners who haven't refinanced yet. If so, I'm here to tell you it's not too late. I am Wesley Hogan with Westland Financial. Although the lowest rates may be in our rearview mirror, as the economy recovers from the biggest economic shock of our lifetime, rates still remain near historic lows. In fact, with the dramatic increase in home values, this may be the perfect time to put that new home equity to work. Take advantage of our cash out refi program and pay off high rate credit cards, car loans, or other high interest rate debt. Or finally make those home improvements you put on hold for so long. That's the ball. We can do this with no closing costs. That's right. Whether it's a conventional, FHA, or VA loan, we'll pay for your title, settlement, lender, and recording fees. So call Westland at 888-455-3669.
Yeah, about so much fun.
455-3669. It's the biggest no-brainer in the history of mankind. 888-455-3669. NMLS number 3304. Not all loans apply. Equal housing lender.
Michael Brown here for Colorado Ear Care. You know I've been suffering from hearing loss and tinnitus for several years now, but recently I discovered the great people at Colorado Ear Care. The staff took all the time they needed to properly diagnose my hearing problems and explain to me all of my options that honestly I didn't think existed. The hearing aids they fitted me with have not only reduced my tinnitus, but have improved my hearing dramatically. This is a family-only operated hearing practice that has custom designed products because they don't believe that one size fits all.
Uncomfortable.
So if you're struggling with
You too.
Stop.
Did you let Todd date your daughter?
exactly what I did, go visit Colorado Ear Care at one of their multiple locations across the metro area. Call Colorado Ear Care at 353-455-3669
seconds, there is a new victim of identity theft. A criminal could be applying for loans in your name, selling your personal information on the dark web. Now, protecting your identity can be very easy thanks to LifeLock by Norton. No one company can prevent all identity theft or monitor every transaction of every business, but LifeLock is simple and easy to protect yourself, and you'll save up to 25%
1 minute
first year when you go to
and 30 seconds.
LifeLock.com or call 1-800-LifeLock. Just use the promo code HENRY.
From the host of the hit true crime podcast, Dr. Death and Bad Batch, comes a brand new unbelievable sympathy pains investigating the shocking tale of one woman.
You let Todd date your
spent
daughter?
20 years faking illnesses and tragedies until victims in front of her on national television.
The burgers have been ordered, gentlemen.
I heard you.
Oh, that's fine.
Listen to Sympathy Pains on the iHeartRadio app or wherever you get your podcast.
This is Chris Collinsworth. Here's what's trending on the iHeart Sports Network, presented by DraftKings Sportsbook.
The Rockies start a 3-game series today with the Royals in hopes of breaking a 4-game skid. Kyle Freeland will get the start. The Blues punch their ticket to beat the Avalanche in round 2 of the Stanley Cup playoffs after topping the Wild in Game 6. Games 1 and 2 will be held at Ball Arena. The Heat won Game 6 from the 76ers. They're going to the Eastern Conference Finals for the second time in 3 years. The Suns fell to Dallas. Those two heading for a Game 7. I'm Frank Aaron.
DraftKings Sportsbook is an official sports betting partner of the NFL. You can download the DraftKings Sportsbook app today and use code SPORTS for a special offer when you sign up. That's code SPORTS only at DraftKings Sportsbook.
Afternoons 2 to 4.
You fellers good?
Is in for me all week. I am on.
Hello? Ice Station Zebra. Hello, are you there?
Next week.
Hello?
6:30
Hello? Hey, guys?
Hi, Tom Martino here, 303-713-TALK, 713-8255. Welcome to the show, here to help you. We're solving your problems as always. And I want to tell you about some guys that I believe in. They're called Premier, and I want you to call them. Everyone needs windows cleaned now and then, and you will never find a better service at a lower price ever. So call them. It's that easy. Premier Window Cleaning Services and Pressure Washing. WeCleanWindows.co. 2 guys out of high school started this. It is a wonderful place, and you need to call them. I don't know why my TV just came on, but it did, and it's freaking me out. But anyway, can you hear it in the background? 303-564-5574, Premier Window Cleaning. WeCleanWindows.co. Okay, if I can get Deputy... He turned it off. You found the off switch. I'm so proud of you, Deputy Dollar. I swear, I'm sitting here, my TV went on. What made it go on?
I don't know.
Anyway, that's it. Let's go to the
If you
phones.
want something turned off, he's your guy.
I'm crazy, man. I just don't. I want Richard to comment on these tires. You know, this information we got, I'm looking on the internet. It's all over the internet. Old rubber is bad. If the rubber actually, it's good for the tire to get mounted and used because the rubber actually gets some of the oils from the roads and all of that and the moisture in the air. But they will wear out quicker if they're older. So in other words, if they're manufactured in 2016 and Walmart just gets around to selling them 4 years later, holy crap. Richard, you have a comment. Go ahead.
Yeah, you nailed it. I mean, it's already 6 years into its life. You're worried about the road hazard warranty. The date the gentleman was talking about, we call those the DOT numbers, and it certainly should not be older than 2021. And Discount Tire, which is one of the best in Denver, they will not touch anything that's 10 years old.
But as far as buying new tires, what are considered new tires? I would say if they're sat around for 4 years, they're not new.
Well, I'm hoping that gentleman still has a receipt. He should take that back to Walmart and demand that they change it out for a newer, at least a 2021 date, I believe.
Thank you, Richard. Appreciate it. 303-713-TALK. He brought up a good point. Al did. He has these tires brand new. 2016 they were built, and he just got sold a new tire. We got to let people know about it. Al, don't send that back until we get that video. I'm serious. All right. What's going on, Gloria?
Hi. As the radio was going with the tires and so forth,
Yeah, I know.
water has come on to our Halcyon House apartments on 19th and Arapahoe.
So, Gloria, is that
We
where
have-
you Gloria, is that where you live?
Correct.
Now, you said at first you had no running water. Has it just come on?
Just come on from 8 o'clock yesterday morning.
Okay.
The,
Now,
They were trying to put in a new boiler
and what happened?
from the old one that was steam to one that is now gas.
Okay, so what's going on? Is that why the water was turned off?
Correct.
Okay, so now that it's running again, do you still need our help?
No, I'm just glad that this building that is built for or used for older and disabled persons on 16 floors are now going to be able to get back to normal.
How long were you without water?
30 hours.
God, okay, what's the name of the place, did you say? Was it Halcyon?
Hacienda House.
Halcyon House.
Hacienda?
Halcyon.
She's not
Halcyon.
Halcyon, right?
Correct.
Okay. Halcyon House. Listen, I want you to call us if that ever happens again, anything. But listen, here's something you need to know. And that is, they're allowed to make reasonable repairs and gaps in service for repairs. I don't know what that time limit is, or if there is one, but to me, with the way the market's going right now, with supplies and everything, getting it done in 30 hours was pretty fast. However, I understand without running water for 30 hours for people who are older, I mean, and infirmed, I mean, that's a bad thing. Gloria, you can get immediate attention. Kelly, give her the 303 Martino, and she can call that, leave her number, and we'll get right back to her, no matter when you call. I'm glad your water came back on. I wish we could take credit for it.
Just the thought of us calling.
Yeah, just the threat of us calling, just knowing you were on the air. Hey, C wants to talk about blind spot detection. Go ahead, C.
Yeah, I have a 2017 Hyundai Santa Fe, and the blind spot detection system came on. You know, the alert light or whatever you call it came on. And so I looked at the manual, and to see, they just said to, clean up looks like the blind spot detector is...
That's right. That happens to me once in a while, yes.
In the bumper, so they clean it out and see what happens. Otherwise, you have to take it to the...
Usually a good car wash. If you just get all over the car, you'll get it.
Well, I did that already, Tom.
And does it still not detect anything?
No, it still not detects anything. In reading a little bit further, and I just want some education, and now, if I call up the dealer, they give me a date about like 2 months down the road, whatever,
That's because it's a small thing and it's not under warranty and they don't.
Yeah, they don't want to touch it. So give me a date, which is, so I thought.
Yeah, but you can go to one of our mechanics. You don't have to go to the dealer.
Well, that's another reason why I was calling. I mean, I want somebody to check it out or give me like a diagnosis.
Sheridan Auto Tech would be perfect because they do electrical problems and they do cars. And this is a 2017 Santa Fe Sport. They'd easily do it.
Okay, now the one in Havana is the same because that's closer to my house.
That's right. That's the same one. But you call ahead of time and make sure they know what you're coming in for.
Okay. Now, somebody, I was talking amongst friends. Somebody was saying that they have to calibrate. Now, what I did notice is, and my wife told me later, is that there is a little dent in the right bumper, so it's not as snug as it could be when it's touching the other bumper. There's a little
I don't know if that would do it. I don't think you're going to have a real serious problem. But you use that blind spot detector pretty often?
Well, yeah. I mean, I thought it was a great thing with my cars. It was on all the time. Then all of a sudden, it came on. And this little mishap that happened was like 6 months ago.
All right,
And
I'll tell you what. I think Sheridan Autotech is what you need to do. You need to just call ahead and say you were on the show, and we recommended them. And I'm sure they'll find the problem. Listen, it's either going to be a sensor problem or a circuit problem, and it's not going to be in the middle. It'll be wherever it connects to a board or a computer or a fuse, and then it's going to be the sensor. I mean, they can track that down easily. 303-713-8255. We have more coming up.
Down.
This is Denver's Talk Station with Michael Brown in the morning and Dan Kaplis in the afternoon. 630 KHOW, Denver. Now, Impact Traffic.
This report is sponsored by Indeed.com.
A big delay on westbound I-70. A wreck at Havana. Traffic is being taken off at Havana there because of this accident. Stop traffic back to airport as you work your way westbound on I-70. Also causing a big delay on northbound I-225. That's stop-and-go traffic from Colfax all the way up to the westbound side of I-70. We do have an accident reported on Santa Fe. It's northbound approaching Union. Fox 31 pinpoint weather, mostly sunny, dry, and breezy today, a high of 76. Tonight 39, and then mostly sunny for the weekend with high temperatures in the low 80s. Currently at 72. With your Impact Traffic and Weather, I'm Chris McLaughlin, 630 KHOW.
Need to hire?
Hey, man, here you go. 10 away, Joe Lazara.
Candidates in one place. Sponsor a job and immediately get a short list of quality candidates whose resumes on Indeed match your job description. Visit Indeed.com/credit.
All right, if you need a criminal defense attorney, Joe Lazara is the name. It's that simple. And I say that because sometimes you do. Life is not perfect. You try to drink and drive. Not on purpose, maybe. You think, oh, maybe 1 or 2 drinks, maybe 3, and then 3 turns into 4. You're in trouble. Don't ever go through it alone. I'm not encouraging drinking and driving. You're an adult. You can get ride share. You can get a designated driver. But if you're in trouble, you need an attorney. The worst thing to do is shop under pressure. The worst thing to do is hire someone without knowing them. And I know Joe Lazara. 303-429-6200. Free initial consultations and flat rate pricing. 303-429-6200. Joe Lazara.
Thank you.
Okay, so new tires.
DAN?
I've never looked at that.
And which school was your son suspended from?
Did somebody talk to me? I'm sorry.
No, we're just feeding room audio during the breaks.
Oh, okay. Beware of buying new tires that were manufactured years before.
Like that one caller said 2021, he said discount one wouldn't even put one on if it was years before. Doc, I had to take Susan's car and she had a screw in her tire.
Yeah.
And last time she was visiting her dad, I said, I'll take your car over to Discount Tires. She said, well, I haven't bought tires from them. I said, doesn't matter.
Yeah, they'll fix it.
They fix the flat for free.
Yeah, they're great people.
And she came back and I said, the tire's fixed.
Good afternoon. Thanks so much for calling the Tom Martino Troubleshooter Show. How can I help you? No, my name's Kelly, yes. Hi, Heidi.
pain, man, that they're not, they had the damn thing. Doc, I probably have a better cushion I could give you.
And what was the operation?
You probably what?
Have a better thing you can sit on.
I'm fine. I have a nice cushion here.
Okay. That is good, actually. Do you need a better chair? Do you need something better to sit on?
No, if it had a back, that'd be fine, but I'm fine. I just get up and rest my butt.
So hopefully tomorrow will be a golf day. It has been so fucking windy on the golf course. It really screws with your head.
I know. Wind does.
Well, on the golf course it does.
Flying, it sucks.
Yeah, and it affects the ball.
You don't remember the name of the hospital?
I mean, that's all, when I drove by the clubhouse, you know, well, it's Friday, of course, but there was a lot of people out playing early because I think our wind comes more in the afternoon.
I don't know.
Ground heats up and.
I don't know what weather conditions are causing. The past 3 weeks have been so windy, and I don't know what weather conditions cause that.
Is that not Timothy again?
Gotcha.
All right, guys, coming back. You good?
Yep.
All right, Heidi, hang on for me, and he'll be with you as soon as he can, okay?
695-7000 or online AmericanFinancing.net.
NMLS 182334, regulated by the Division of Real Estate.
Save on AC with QCColorado.com. Cool air all night long. QCColorado.com.
630 KHOW, an iHeartRadio station.
You are up.
Hi, Tom Martino here. You know, I love this show because of the years and years of spreading knowledge and helping consumers. 40 years helping people. And when my callers call in, I take it to heart. And I'm going to give you an example really quickly. I had a guy call in and say, Tom, you know, the stem cells you're advertising are not stem cells. I said, of course they are. He says, no, they're not. They're stem cells that were harvested, or blood that was harvested, and they were sent and shipped to you. And they don't survive shipping. In fact, no stem cell treatment that involves shipping the fluid has effective numbers of stem cells when they get to their location. In order to do that, you would have to take out the stem cells and highly compact them and highly manipulate them into a serum that is not approved by the FDA.
They're amniotic fluid stem cells.
Therefore, those fluids would be considered a drug and they're not approved. You can't do it. The only thing allowed with stem cells is minimal manipulation, whatever that means. In other words, you can't turn it into a serum or a drug. Minimal manipulation means they won't survive shipping. So the only way to get true stem cell treatment is to either have a donor sitting next to you or take it out of your own fat or your own marrow. Now, when I found that out, I had an advertising contract with a giant firm that does stem cells, and I had to cancel it. But then I went researched, and that person was right. The Stem Cell Institute of America, or whoever the hell they were ripping people off. They're now out of business. Dr. Gene Jones is still doing the fake stem cell treatment downtown Denver. He's a chiropractor. And there are other people doing fake stem cell treatment. Now, I'm not telling you that that fluid has no value. It just is not stem cells. And I hooked up with Centeno Schultz years ago. They're no longer with us. I mean, they're in business. I don't advertise for them anymore. But they're one of the few legit clinics that do stem cell therapy, and they do a great job. But if you're ever getting stem cells, you need to make sure they're harvested at the point of treatment. That's just the way it is. Now, here's another thing you should know. PRP, which is platelet-rich plasma, is almost as effective as stem cells at half the cost. And even Centeno Schultz will tell you that. Now, the reason I bring this up is because today I have a guy call me, and it seems like just a casual call. And he said, "Hey, Tom, I bought some tires from Walmart. They were brand new, I thought, but they were manufactured in 2016. He did that a couple of years ago. So he had 4-year-old tires. So for the hell of it, one of them went bad prematurely. And the tire place said it's because the rubber's old. So he bought another new tire from Walmart. Guess what? It was manufactured in 2016. All over the internet, I'm told that old rubber does not work. It will deteriorate quicker, and you should not sell tires more than 2 years old. The best to get them is a year old or less, and then you'll get full life out of them. So we learned something new today on the show. Maybe you guys already knew this, but thank you for that. Now let's go. Let's keep going. Heidi, we had a guy call in earlier who had his hip replaced and knew nothing about it. He went in for a nosebleed, came back with a hip. And I'm looking on the computer here, and it says Heidi had her hip replaced without consent. What's going on?
Hello?
What's going on, Heidi?
Oh, good morning. I'm sorry, good afternoon. I truly appreciate if you can,
okay.
First of all, that you took my call. And it is regarding actually today's listening to your show. I realized that I have a very similar case as
as the gentleman who had his hip replaced.
That's right.
What happened
And
to
that
you,
was
Heidi?
done
I want to hear
without
it.
my-
I want to hear it.
Not
What
only-
happened?
Well, what happened? Long story. I will make it very short. I'm sorry for my accentuated English. My name is Heidi.
I love your accent. What kind of accent is it?
Well, make a guess.
Geez. Okay, hold on. Polish. Polish or
Russian?
Polish, yes.
It's Polish.
And actually, Heidi, it is an equivalent to my Polish name, which is Jadwiga. Now you know why I am using Heidi.
Okay,
and by the
Heidi.
way, I like that name. It fits to me.
I like it too, and I like your accent. So what is going on now with your, what
Well,
happened with your
actually-
hip?
Yes. Actually, that was 2 years ago, April 18, 2020.
What happened?
Where I, in the morning, when I'm sorry, I am under a lot of stress
Yeah.
due to my medical complication.
Okay.
But
So
anyway,
it was April 18th, 2020. How did you get to the hospital? Why were you in the hospital?
Okay, why I was in the hospital? Because with my problem then, I very frequently was up during a night. And usually it was around 4 o'clock a.m. And that's what I did. And
Hold on, I'm not quite,
and went
Heidi, I'm not quite understanding. Hold on. You had a problem that took you to the hospital, right?
Yes, that's what I am saying, because I called I called 911.
Okay, got it. And why did you call 911?
Because then going back to beginning of my story, it was before 4 o'clock a.m. when I was awakened, going to the kitchen to make myself some tea, and then I don't recall what happened until when I got back to consciousness. I realized that I was on the floor in the kitchen.
Okay, Heidi. So you passed out in the middle of the night.
Well, in the morning, yes.
Yes, you passed out at 4 in the morning. Okay, and then you called 911.
Yes.
I get it.
So, and 911 to me, and of course, unfortunately, I am without any family in this
You
country.
hang on. I'll come right back to you, Heidi. This is interesting. I want to hear where we can help you.
Now, Impact Traffic.
This report is sponsored by Root Insurance.
A crash on westbound I-70 between Havana and Central Park Boulevard is keeping westbound lanes blocked. Police are directing traffic off of westbound I-70 at Havana. Now, it has backed up traffic to around Airport Boulevard and impacting that northbound I-225 drive. That is jammed up between Colfax and I-70. Boulder Turnpike, watch for a center lane stall eastbound at I-25. Fox 31 pinpoint weather, mostly sunny, dry, and breezy today, a high of 76. For the weekend, mostly sunny with high temperatures in the low 80s. Currently, it's 72. With your impact, traffic, and weather, I'm Chris McLaughlin, 630 KHOW.
Hey there, Colorado.
Have you ever seen Poltergeist? You know what's going on there.
Ooh.
Hey, 10 away.
Actual
Rocky and Fix It. Rocky and Fix It.
to save you money. Root for good drivers. Download the app today.
You are up.
See root.com for details.
RockyMountainIVMedics.com. I love promoting them, and you know what? It is so inexpensive. It's either the same or less than going to an IV bar, and they come to your home. They come to your office. They meet you wherever you want. Really, it's private, it's great, and you get IV treatment, hydration for dehydration, vitamin deficiencies, hangovers, migraines. Maybe you have the flu. You want to get over the hump. They can help you. And they come to you like Uber or Lyft. I'm serious. All you have to do, listen to this, you call them or text and get same day, same hour appointments. RockyMountainIVMedics.com, 720-987-2155. All right, FixMyHome.com, fix it 24/7. They'll be there quickly. $39. Get your AC up and running and make sure it's in perfect shape. That's what they do. You know, they have really made an effort here to get past the supply chain problems and get you fixed up for the heating season so you stay cool. In other words, they don't want you to wait until everybody is doing it and then clamoring for product and waiting. You don't have to wait with FixMyHome.com right now. $39. They'll do the extreme clean check and adjustments of your AC. Just $39 for first-time customers. 720-526-3939. That's 720-526-3939.
Thank you.
Now.
How much time do I have? I need to hit the
4.5.
Okay, good, thanks. Let me set my timer here.
What are you using, a sundial?
All next week here.
One of the YouTubers said he just checked his brand new tires.
Yeah.
They were manufactured in 2013.
Wow.
That's 9 years old. This guy.
can't wait to hear the rest of Heidi's story, but there's no, people don't do surgery without consent forms. It just doesn't happen.
I know.
The only time it happens is if there's someone's brought into the emergency room, unconscious, and it's a life-saving procedure. And then you take the responsibility as a physician.
They're asking for the flyer. Do you see that on YouTube? Folks are going nuts. That, and I also want to joke on there about the expiration date on the rubber.
Sign this consent form.
See, that's say, hey, Deputy Dollar, check your wallet. Get out.
And I'm trying to think, in my residency, if we ever did, I'm sure we did, because it was like,
And do you have your badge?
a crazy city
I
hospital.
said badge.
But I can tell you private practice, I never.
What do I do? They keep telling me that they sent the report, and I'm not fucking getting it.
They sent
This
it
is
to you?
terrible. Yeah, they're going to send it to me too, and I never got it because I need to send it out to multiple people. They said the easiest way is to send it to you,
Right.
and I'm not getting it.
Did they send it to your regular email or help a troubleshooter?
They said no, my regular email. They also said they were sending it to my doctor, and he never got it. I am so fucking pissed at these people. If I was off the air, I'd be calling the shit out of them. I'm going to fucking go down there.
All right, only a few seconds when we get back here.
4th through 16th, they're offering Benjamin Moore color samples at half price. Visit your nearest Gyrie's location and start sampling today.
Everybody get up. You are up.
Is this me?
Yep.
Tom Martino, your troubleshooter. All right, listen, I want to get quickly back to a couple people here.
We're in the middle of Heidi.
I know we're in the middle of Heidi, but I want to talk to Todd real quick. Todd?
Yes.
All right.
Thank you, Tom.
You're a 26-year-old single man who've always had trouble relating to women and to people in general. Some people even think you're weird. You've been thrown off of social media. You made up a pamphlet and a flyer to try to meet people and hand it out, and it was really reacted to the wrong way. I've had...
Yes.
Okay, I had some people... Listen, I want you to know something. Somebody in psychology that I know... and also I had even a retired chiropractor tell me some of the things they recommend. But this one psychologist, I have recommendations coming up.
What's up, Nuggets fans? Jamal.
We are still on, right? We're just on commercial, right?
Yep.
Okay, so...
Yeah, you're out till the top.
Got it, bro. Thank you. Okay, now...
Yeah, go ahead. Tom?
Hey, Tom.
They're asking for you.
Tom?
Oh, they are? Hold on. Hold on, guys.
Hold on a second.
I got to put my earpiece in.
All right, sorry.
Yes, I'm here, yes.
Hey, Tom, don't forget you need to talk about selling your home in installments.
Yes, thank you. Put it down here. Good. Thank you, thank you. All right, got it.
So, Doc.
Yes.
So my son, the 34-year-old, he said he woke up in the middle of the night, he was having a panic attack, anxiety.
Yeah.
Now,
24?
34. He's the middle son.
I had that when I was in my 20s.
Yeah.
So what happened?
Well, so he's the one, he's been sober for like 7 months. He's going through wink and wink on a bankruptcy thing.
Well, he has stress.
He's got stress.
Yeah.
So is there anything, he was going to go get a massage.
Let me ask you something. Is he on any antidepressants?
No,
Is he
He used to take Xanax, but he can't get a new prescription.
Well, there's a reason he was an alcoholic, right? He was self-medicating.
Yes.
So,
Yeah.
does he have some clinical depression and anxiety that he needs to deal with? I think he does.
I think so
And
too.
I think when you took away the alcohol, he doesn't have anything to help him through it.
Well, he had a really good counselor, but she's going to get included in this bankruptcy filing.
Okay.
And so maybe he's stressing about that.
Yeah.
Can I give you a, okay.
So I didn't know if there was something I could.
He needs the doctor. And he can't just.
Yeah, he does.
Now there's plenty of good supplements that help that, but it's not gonna. I have a good psychiatrist. I love him.
Yeah, well, he's got his new job. He's got medical insurance.
Okay, this psychiatrist is great for alcoholism and drug addiction and other things. So.
That's what this woman used to do. And
Does he want it? Does he want us for reference?
yeah.
Let me give it to
You can just.
He's wonderful.
What's his name?
Dr. Patrick Failing. I hate his name, Failing. It's
Yeah.
not a terrible name. It's
Failing,
FEH something. Let me find it.
Yeah, let me have his number too.
He's a wonderful person. Wonderful. Now I go to him like every 2 or 3 months now just to talk to him, but I've known him for years. And he's just a great guy. So, listen, man, I think sometimes people just need a little counseling,
Well, he was getting it like every week as part of his therapy.
So here it is right there. Patrick, and that's his number.
Oh, F-E-H.
F-E-H-L-A-N-G.
Okay, 720, just read off.
720-295-2030. And then DenverAddictions.com. Always right over in Cherry Creek.
Yeah. And he does Zoom too if you want him to. But he's not just for drugs. I mean, he's a psychiatrist, a full MD.
No, I know, yeah.
He's just really good. Also, though, there is some stuff, though, just truly that can help him with his anxiety.
What about CBD?
I'm going to tell you something that really helps.
This has to be fairly odd
Sam
instructions too.
I'm telling you, man.
To deal with
right? And you take
mostly
he
fully
goes to,
staffed office.
4 and 4, 800 in the morning, 800 at night for his severe stuff. I'm going to tell you, he's going to see amazing results. It's an uptake inhibitor, just like a drug, but it's not a drug.
What about CBD? Doesn't that?
Yeah, but this works on the CME will preserve the serotonin. See, you don't have to ever fuck with medications, but with supplements, all it's doing is preserving what you have.
Right.
I think he needs that serotonin shit because alcohol robs you of that. His brain's so fucked up.
But he's been sober for 7 months.
Yeah, but that's when you feel, okay, 7 months is nothing. I mean, when you consider all the damage, how long was he drunk?
For about 4 years, after his mom passed away.
Do any of your other sons have any problems?
Oh,
No.
that's a good question to actually ask, Tom. That last comment, what helps with
I've
anxiety?
never had a problem with alcohol. I don't know why. I know
Like,
but I
CBD.
know that some people are just wired for alcohol.
Well, and I think it's just work is stressful right now.
Yep.
It was Mother's Day last weekend, which really used to set him off.
So your wife died, huh?
My first one.
Were you divorced from her?
Yes.
Were you close to her?
Yeah, we were pretty close.
That's sad. What happened to her?
She was in an accident at her house, and she was backing out of the garage. Or no, she went to move. She was starting to back out of the garage, and she had to move a bike or something that was in the driveway. And the car.
Oh no.
Like you have the door open. And then she got pinched between the car door and the frame or the side of the garage.
Oh my God.
And no one was home.
Oh my God in heaven.
Oh, and she just suffocated. I mean, she suffocated.
Really?
Oh.
Holy shit.
Oh my God, how terrible. How are both of your boys? Do you have 2 boys, right?
I have 3.
Are they all from her?
No, the 2 older ones are from her, and then the youngest, the 24-year-old, is from
Do they get along, all three?
Oh, they get along great.
They don't get you. There's no half-brother shit. Good.
But I'll let Nick know.
We're still alive, right, Shannon?
Yeah, I'll let
Yeah,
Nick
man.
know.
Thanks, man.
So we still got a minute here. 1 minute.
All right,
And
thanks.
I'll give him the name of that doctor.
Yeah, where do you get Sammy from? General Nutrition, or you have to?
Oh, you can get it right from Walmart has it and Walgreens. And I don't get it with all the D and B and all that other shit in it. I just get straight Sammy. Do you know, there was a controversy with Sammy because it works so well. It actually beats uptake inhibitors, antidepressant. It really does. But and doctors hate the fact that people can just buy it. But here's the problem. If it's an uptake inhibitor, it's not doing anything anyway except letting you keep the serotonin you're making. I mean, it's not like artificially giving you serotonin. You can't OD on the fucking thing. It's just making you so you're not losing it. Just like NAD shit. Yeah. No, NAD is different, but I'm just saying that anything that can do that naturally, it's incredible how it helps people. It's incredible.
All right, I'll let him know.
Leland Conway.
Super Shoe is in for me all week. I am on vacation, and I'll be back, Lord willing, and if I don't get eaten by a grizzly bear next week. I'm Leland Conway, 630 KHOW, Denver's Talk Station.
A grand in your hand. Denver's Talk Station has your chance to win $1,000. Just enter this nationwide keyword on our website, Bills. That's Bills. Enter it now at khow.com.
Yeah.
Ripped off, bad news. You need advice so you don't have to lose. We'll come running just as fast as we can. Troubleshooter's gonna help.
INOS. This is the Troubleshooter Show.
You good?
Tom Martino.
Hey, Tom Martino here. Welcome to the show. 303-713-TALK, 303-713-8255. This hour brought to you by Garage Magic. The magic in your garage you will love for years to come. Lifetime warranty on that beautiful coating for your garage floors or your patio or your walkways, wherever you want it. GarageMagic.com. GarageMagic.com. And welcome to the show, by the way. We love this show. So much has come up. I want to speak about one thing, Heidi's hip replacement. She said something about without consent. We did have a call from a guy who got his medical records. He went to VA with a nosebleed. To make a long story short, he ended up with a hip. He said he had no problem with his hip. He didn't go in there for a hip. He plays baseball and basketball, didn't need a hip, and now his life's ruined. We're talking about that. Then we were talking about some other things. A guy called about tires and said he bought brand new tires at Walmart. But the tires were 4 years old when he bought them. 4 years old. And now they're still selling them. They were manufactured in 2016. And everywhere I read, tires and rubber deteriorate, no matter what the tread depth. So even if you buy new tires, if they were manufactured more than 2 years ago, you will have way less life. Way less. They're going to wear out way faster. And so if you've ever bought new tires that wore out quickly, that could be the problem. Now back to Heidi. We also have Todd, who called with the social anxiety about meeting women and what's going on with him. And I'm going to get to all of you. We have a Arbor Tech tree service problem, and then something about Horizon Middle School. But first, Heidi and your hip. You told us that you passed out. You called 911, and when you regained consciousness,
ambulance took me to the hospital.
Yeah, what hospital?
It is the medical center of South Aurora, and I don't want to waste the time with the address.
Okay.
If your support staff will take all more information. Okay, and then I stayed one night in emergency room, and on next morning, April 19, 2020, the doctor who introduce himself as the one who is going to operate on me. First, he said that all information, which I have medical information, indicates that I will try to repair the hip. So then that was information from him, and when I wake up, I should have said woke up, and I was told by the doctor informing me that the hip was replaced, and I didn't sign any.
Okay, Heidi, hold on. Let's talk about it, though. I really want to talk about that. Malpractice, just so you know, it means, yes. Here's what malpractice is when someone goes way below the medical standard of care and does something that is harmful. Now, believe it or not, consent is not necessarily, lack of consent is not malpractice necessarily if it improves the situation. As crazy as that sounds, it could have other civil implications, but it's not, hold on, but it is not necessarily malpractice. Now, I want to know this, first of all. Had he told you in the ER, Heidi, your hip is broken, we need to replace it, what would you have said?
No, he didn't say that.
No, I didn't. Heidi, please listen to me. I'm asking a question. I'm not saying what you needed. If he had said that to you, Heidi, we must replace your hip, what would you have said?
I don't know what I would have been said.
Would you have said,
okay.
Don't do it?
Okay, Mr. Martino, wait a minute. My answer would be this. Doctor, why don't we try, accordingly to your knowledge, that all I need is the repair, but you don't know because I am not...
Then I would have said, then if he said, okay, Heidi, I understand, but what if I get in there to repair it and it's worse than I thought? What should I do?
Right.
What should I do?
Well, I would say this. Doctor, then I need to be really very
Heidi?
Very, very objectively speaking, I would like to be alive and I would like to walk.
No, I get that.
And then,
Heidi, you seem to be saying that the bottom line is this. That doctor replaced your hip, and you said you did not give permission for that. Is that right?
Correct.
Okay, then I want to know, what do you want as a result? Are you claiming he damaged you?
I cannot say this because my background is legal. My background is not medical. I would have said to the doctor, all I want to walk.
Okay. Can you walk now?
No, absolutely not.
Oh.
I am semi-disabled.
Wait a minute. He replaced the hip and you can't walk?
That's correct.
Why?
Mr. Martino, how do I know?
I mean, what does the doctor say? I mean, hey, doc, deputy...
I had quite a few post-operation care, and I was visiting my surgeon, and then it was no improvement. It was worse and worse and worse. Okay?
Wait a minute.
Now,
So you fell. It all started when you fell and you broke your hip. And he replaced the broken hip.
No, I would not say that. At the time when I lost my consciousness, that and of course, I was on the floor. I fell down.
Heidi, are there any X-rays?
At that time, it was not.
Heidi,
nobody said.
There was obviously something wrong with your hip, though, right?
Probably yes.
Okay, so what did here's what I'm asking. What did the doctor do wrong?
I don't know.
Okay.
Because it would be absolutely a crazy idea of mine, not having medical background, saying,
Okay, all right.
answering your question.
Okay, good. Then, Heidi, have you gone to another doctor to find out?
To find out, no, I was coming to the same doctor to say.
No, what I mean is this.
The one which was.
You want to find out what's wrong with you. And if the same doctor, you keep going to the same doctors, you may have to go be evaluated by someone else.
No, that was the beginning of the first post-operation care.
So why are you calling us? Why are you calling us today? What do you want?
Because as a result of what was happening, I cannot walk. I am semi-disabled.
Okay, but is it the doctor's fault? Or is it the fault that you fell and your body is not healing?
No, it's not healing, but it's not at my age. I am in very advanced age.
How old are you?
80 years old.
Okay. Do you think, here's what I'm asking again, did the doctor cause this or did the fall cause it?
I don't have answer to it.
Okay, here's what you have to do. For you to get anywhere, if you wanted to sue the doctor or if you wanted to sue for damages or look for malpractice, before you do anything, you would have to have another doctor look at you, any independent doctor, say to you, Heidi, this treatment was wrong, it was substandard, and you should be walking around. And that is what you need, or the state of Colorado or anywhere, you're not going to be able to bring a lawsuit. And because I think that's why you're calling, and if it is, you need an independent medical examination by someone not connected to that doctor. That's just the way it is. I have to discuss this and more coming back. I'm Tom Martino.
Dave Ramsey here. If you have hard water buildup on your faucets and fixtures or rust stains clouding up your bathtub, you want a water treatment company you can trust. Call the professionals at Water Pros. These guys are veteran and family owned.
Now,
all right, you ready for Frank?
And the paper plates are in there.
You
good?
Yeah.
They're starting at
5 away. You are up.
Installed. Visit waterpros.net and sign up for a free consultation today.
BlakeHarrisLaw.com. What is Blake Harris? He's an estate planning attorney that can help you with your estate, mainly to protect it while you're alive, but he can also help you pass it on and protect your heirs with a well-placed trust, or maybe you need just a simple will. Whatever you need, he'll answer your questions free of charge. All you have to do is call him 833-ASK-BLAKE, 833-ASK-BLAKE. You know someone else who does something free of charge? Frank Duran, the real estate man. You know, Frank Duran is such a great real estate broker. He knows this market inside out. He's been doing it for 27 years. If you want to know, hey, I wonder what our house would sell for, honey, he'll tell you, free of charge, a complimentary market analysis. And it's a true analysis based on actual sales. Call him. There is no obligation. And if you do want to sell, of course, you'll want him. 303-920-1622. Frank Duran, the real estate man. .com.
Thank you. 4 minutes. Uh-oh, Heidi's gone.
Oh, even you too, huh, Doc?
Did you get cut off?
I hit hold.
Good stuff. No blood.
They gave me enough catches so we can keep it. Oh, are they? Great. Yeah.
Okay.
You really? Well, only on Caesar salad, not on pizza.
So many people have told me about. Yeah, in real Caesar salad. Anchovies are good.
How much time, bro?
2:45.
Thank you.
That's really nice.
But you have to be a member, right, Doc?
You can, yeah. Although I don't know if you have a credit card, I'll ask them.
How many years
Come on.
have you been a member here?
Block them.
Since 2005.
Holy shit, okay.
You know someone here named Ken Capone? Did you ever know him?
I thought it was kind of like a hidden gem. Not a lot of people knew about it.
What? The golf course?
Yeah, or is it well known?
Oh, it's pretty well known.
It is?
Yeah.
Is it considered a good course?
Mm-hmm.
You are insane.
Really? Challenging?
Yeah. It's an excellent course.
Who's the designer?
Jack Nicklaus.
Oh, okay.
No, if that one made it on.
When they say that, does he really come here?
Yeah.
That's good. That's good. That's good spot.
Does he do, I mean, he does golf courses all over, does he?
I didn't mean to mention your water retention.
But
Do all professional golfers do that?
no, but a lot of the top ones do. But Nicklaus liked a certain kind of grass on the golf course. So he put it on this golf course and it got ruined because of the Denver climate.
Oh.
So they had to re-sod the entire course with the correct kind of grass.
Was that his fault?
Yeah.
Did he like
Yeah.
step
Okie
up?
dokie, guys, you're good.
For good drivers, download the app today. Disclaimers may apply.
Coming back.
Denver's talk station. Online at khout.com.
It's you.
Hi, Tom Martino here, 303-713-TALK, 713-8255. RealCBDThatWorks.com will get you out of your pain cycle. It even has a sleep formulation. They have a immune defense formula. And, of course, they have a cosmetic line with anti-inflammatory properties. RealCBDThatWorks.com. Put Tom in the promo code, 30% off. And that, by the way, is Panacea Life Sciences. Now, where are we going? Did she hang up?
She's gone.
She's mad. Heidi, I didn't even know what Heidi wanted. But she has to be evaluated. Heidi was talking about falling down, going to a hospital. He said, we will try to repair your hip. He said they replaced the hip and now she can't walk.
We gave her Fuller's number.
We gave her an attorney's number to call. But malpractice is so incredibly difficult. So difficult. You have to show the doctor did something wrong, below standard of care, and it caused you great harm. And you must do it before you can even bring a suit. You must have another doctor say, yeah, this is malpractice. Now, people say that's difficult to do, to get one doctor to testify against another like that. But I'm telling you, in the malpractice cases I've seen over the years, good doctors don't like schlock work, and they're happy to do it, if truly it's malpractice. Now, sometimes it's not necessarily malpractice. It's something, maybe, let's say Heidi, her bones were brittle or she was old and it's hard to repair and the screws didn't take or whatever. We don't know what the problem is. But certainly, no matter what, she needs an independent evaluation. She absolutely needs an independent evaluation. Now, Thomas, what's going on with ArborTech Tree Service? What's going on, man?
Listen, now, I had ArborTech, ARBORTEC,
okay,
originally come out and do some tremendous work for me on my trees. So recently, I lost their number. I Googled ArborTech, and this company come up, ARBOR, the next word is TECH, tree company. So it's all on me. I had the guy come out and give me an estimate. I had a 55-foot pine tree I wanted to remove, and he gave me a price of $1,500. I said, okay, I agreed to that. So he come out here like 4 weeks ago, and he took this tree down, and that was all right. He did it like I want. However, the cleanup was horrendous, and they didn't even have a blower. He said, the cutter said, the limber, he said, can I borrow your blower? I said, what? You come here, $1 million company with no blower to clean up a tree? He said, well, we only have one. I said, one blower? I said, come on, man. So I loaned him my blower, and my blower is one they use in the garage. So they did a terrible, terrible job. You know them chippers out in the street, they parked out in the street. The street was a mess, and they took off. So I called the owner of the company. I said, hey, man, I'm not happy with what you did.
Right.
I said, your guy didn't come in with a blower. Well, we only have one. It was on another job. I said,
let me ask you this, Thomas. Let me ask you this to cut through your frustration. You had a terrible experience with this company.
Exactly.
What is the bottom line? You paid a certain amount. Did you get the job done, or did you
not to my satisfaction.
Okay. How much did you pay?
$1,500.
Okay. Now, of the $1,500, how much would you have to did you pay the full $1,500?
Yes, I did. That's my fault.
No. Okay, hold on. I want to know this. Of the $1,500 that you paid, I want to know how much did it take to fix it to your satisfaction?
To clean up?
Yeah.
It took me 5 hours. I cleaned it up.
Okay, so what do you want from them?
I called him. I told him just what I told you. He said, how about I give you $100 back? I said, okay. Listen, Tom, I'm 80 years old. I'm a United States Army veteran. And I said, okay, I'll accept your $100, and then we'll be on my way. Well, he's ducking me. He's not paying it. And I called him as recently as a week ago. He said, oh, I'm sorry. I should have gotten the mail. Well, he didn't.
Okay, this is simple, man. This guy sucks. This is terrible. Thomas, you had to do your own cleanup. Was cleanup included in the original contract?
Everything's included, yes.
But it wasn't done.
No, you go chip. You get these chips. You've seen these chippers out in the street. Blows it all over the street. I even told him. I said, if you'd have left it like that, the city would have come down on me. Well, I'm sorry, blah, this and that. And anyhow, he didn't do it. He promised $100. I didn't get the 100, and he's ducking me out of 100. We'll
have Deputy Doc call. We really will, to get your $100. If he promised that to you,
he did.
Okay.
And you know what? The sad
Hang on then, man. Hang on, and we'll do it. Hang on. We'll do it. Okay, Deputy Doc, we're going to call that place. Now, Dan, I'm sorry for the wait. What happened at Horizon Middle School? Man, it's amazing some of the complaints we're getting about schools and procedures. Tell me what's going on with you, man. What's happening?
Well, yesterday while at work, I got a phone call from my son telling me he was suspended from school.
Yeah.
He said he didn't do nothing, but that's what they're always going to say. This time he sent me a video of exactly what happened. Basically, what happened.
Wait. The school sent you a video?
No, my son sent me a video.
What happened?
It was between classes. He was in the bathroom. He went to the bathroom he sat down, washed his hands, was standing there at the sink, and a fight broke into the bathroom. He was the only one in there.
Okay.
So a fight between a couple of sixth graders broke into the bathroom. The video shows him standing there the whole time,
right,
doing absolutely nothing. The kids have their fight. Some kids recording the entire fight.
Is that why you have a recording? Hold on. Is that why you have a recording?
Yes, that is correct.
Go ahead.
The kid that recorded it put it on social media. Anyway, I get a call from my son saying he's suspended. I get a hold of the school finally. I ask, why is he suspended? And they said because he was there, he is promoting the fight.
What?
And I got the video that shows him. Yes, he was there.
Did he know these kids? Wait, did he know these kids?
Well, yeah. He goes to school with them. But
what I mean is, are they in his crowd?
You don't really he don't hang out with them. They're not like his best friends, and they're not the kids he hangs out with. No.
Okay. So he's in the bathroom washing his hands. You see a video go into the bathroom.
Correct. And he's playing an app on his phone because it's between classes. So when they break in, he sets his phone down real quick. And, he's kind of like jumping back like, whoa, what's going on?
Okay.
And then all of a sudden, all these kids come in. The fight breaks out.
Were they all suspended? Was everyone in that bathroom suspended?
Per the dean, no. Only the ones that were seen on video, and one kid that was on video had special needs, and he was not suspended.
Okay, so what they're saying is, hold on, they're saying that your son was part of the crowd enjoying this fight.
They didn't so much put it that way. They said he was there, therefore he is.
I know. In other words, they all planned a fight in the restroom, and he was there.
Correct. Even though he was there before anybody. It's not like he was not.
And okay, did you talk to the school? Did they see the video?
I did. They did.
And after seeing the video, did they change their mind?
No. What she said is, first of all, based off his body language, I think he was going to record the fight, and then he sat his phone down real quick.
Okay, I see what they're saying. Now, I'm not saying I agree with it, but they're suspicious. Does your kid get in trouble at all ever, or is he a good kid?
Oh, yeah. He's been suspended a few times. But the thing is, if a kid is going to record a fight, they're not going to record the first punch. They're going to record the fight like one of the kids actually did. My son sat his phone down because he freaked out when everyone busted in the bathroom and started screaming and fighting.
Is there a way we can see that video?
Yeah, I'll be able to email it to you.
Okay, email that to us. I want to look at it. Please email it to us, okay? I want to look at it. I want to see what impression they got. 303-713-TALK, 713-8255.
Awesome.
This is Denver's Talk Station with Tom Martino now.
We're getting a rhythm here, man.
630 KHOW, Denver.
I'm a little afraid that I'm starting to understand you.
Queen.
Westbound I-70 remains closed between Havana and Central Park because of an accident that happened around 10 this morning. Traffic jammed back to Pena. North.
Not awful. What do you mean, time-wise? Come on.
Colfax and I-70. There's a rollover accident backing up northbound Highway 85 between 136th and 144th. And to the north, watch for an accident on northbound I-25 at the Meade exit. Fox 31 pinpoint weather. Plenty of sunshine and breezy this afternoon. Will cool off to the mid-40s overnight. Mostly sunny and warm this weekend with a high right around 80 for both Saturday and Sunday. It's 74 right now in Denver. With your impact traffic and weather, I'm Janine LaRose, 630 KHOW.
DQ presents Picture This.
Tanaway QC, you good?
Yep.
Have cheeseburgers with 100% real seasoned beef, like the loaded A1 Stack Burger. And your mouth wonders, where have you been all my life? DQ. Happy tastes good.
I love my whole house fan. I have it. I have two of them in two houses. And I can tell you, with no BS, I have saved at least 80% on my air conditioning. I'm telling you, it's amazing. This fan goes on early in the morning, goes off mid-morning, goes back on later in the afternoon or evening, stays on all night, and my air conditioner hardly works. That's because we live in Colorado and have cool air in the morning and in the evenings. And even if we don't, it takes the cooler air from the bottom of my house and at least evens out the temps. So no matter what, you're getting the benefit. And I can tell you firsthand, call them, man. Get it installed. No inside wiring needed like through walls or anything. It's all remote controlled. It's in the attic, remote mounted, very quiet. 303-800-3419. 303-800-3419. QCcolorado.com.
Your
cube down
right now.
How much time?
4 minutes.
Got it.
Well, yeah, I mean, to have him call in. Well, yeah, I mean, right. Well, sure. I mean, just have them call in, or you. I mean, you know what I mean. You call in, or do.
Country Club, the same way you own the Country Club, the whole time.
Oh, okay. Well, he's run off. Is there no way to call Tom? Uh huh. Yeah, we're on break, and he ran off. You know, he's at home, and so he's bye.
And the wife owns it. So she's been the owner the whole time.
That's Mark.
Right.
Trying to put a Vietnam vet helicopter pilot on the show, and I'm like, yeah, well, do whatever the hell you want. I mean.
But apparently she's got lots of money because she's part of the Harris Casino.
The goddamn mess. Don't ask me. Poor guy.
Hello.
There he goes. He got him. He got him. How did I miss a call too? Oh, I think he called me right back. Alabama's getting the mark.
So he'll be in touch with you soon.
How long are you going to be around him?
Hey, Mark, how long did it take before he told you he was a pilot?
Right. Yeah. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. So just keep on the lookout for Deputy Doc's phone call, okay?
I have absolutely jammed
We'll see. Yeah, we'll see what happens. No problem. Thanks, Thomas.
Is there any possibility?
Okay, great. Thank you so much for listening. Appreciate it. Okay, take care.
No, that'll be like one of your travel logs.
So we had a whole house fan that was right above a couch in the family room.
Then when we get a lull,
I lived in Aurora, and I would sit there as a kid and throw Kleenex up in it. It was so cool.
really good. I'll edit out all the bullshit so you can
I wish I could have looked in that attic.
just do it and send me the raw.
How much Kleenex was in there?
Freaking Kleenex was up there.
Yeah, there's too many.
Glass.
Okay, I gotta call this fucking person. Now that I have a line free.
Line free.
All right.
Rice Krispie treat.
I might have to try one of those too.
Angie? Hi, it's Kelly from the Tom Martino Troubleshooter Show. It's nice to talk to you again. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and place you on hold, and Tom will be with you when he can, okay? Hold on for me. Thank you.
All right, I'm back.
You guys good? Here we come.
But then again, isn't he the guy who caused this disaster by making 4 grams of fentanyl possession a misdemeanor? Join me at 4.
You are up.
Hi, Tom Martino, your troubleshooter, 303-713-TALK. Dan's son was suspended for being part of a fight club or something in the restroom. He says, Tom, if you see the tape, you'll see he's just sitting there or standing there in the restroom.
You should have the video in your inbox too. I sent it.
So we're going to take a look at it during the next break. Right now, I want to go to people who've been waiting, and I will talk to Todd right now. Todd?
Yeah.
Okay, I so appreciate you calling and caring about this.
For sure. Definitely.
I have a friend who's a psychologist, psychiatrist, who listens to my show.
Oh.
Yeah, and he said, you know, what you're doing basically is honest, which is good. You're not like some creep sneaking around, peeking at women and trying to get a thrill. You're really trying to reach out for a meaningful relationship, right?
Yes, actually, to tell you, actually, so that I can ask their advice, you know, because females knows better.
So you can have what?
So I can ask their advice about...
Their advice about
if I
life.
ever need
Yes,
to ask
I understand that.
about life.
I get it. But you come, I'm just going to tell you, your tactics make you come off looking like you're weird.
Right. And to tell you, I'm very sorry.
And you don't have to be sorry to me, but here's what I think. What happens is, have you ever gotten counseling about this specifically, about dealing with people and women?
No, I haven't. But
There
that's
are
what I-
places you can go for that. And what I'm getting at is this. I think what's happening is you're trying too hard and you're coming off like that, and you don't have any good examples. You never had maybe brothers to help you, and you just never had the healthy relationships you need. And so when you did this flyer and you started passing it out, it was weird.
Right.
It was weird, okay? I mean, it really was. And I'm not trying to make fun of you. I'm just telling you it was
Or
kind
be angry.
Right. Well, I'm not angry at all. But here's some of the stuff you wrote. Hi, I'm Todd, and I would be ready to get out and enjoy life again. Climb a mountain, go for a bike ride, even grab a coffee and exchange stories with a friend who does have a sweet heart, kind friend. Unfortunately, some female friend had been blocking me, who I just met Instagram, and holding me back to be able to enjoy my life. If you had time, talk then, text me at such and such. At this moment, I need a hug. That's all. How you can help me if you're wondering why I'm sending note to every female. Sincerely, Todd. Now, Todd, that's weird. Okay? No, think about it, Todd. Think about it. If my daughter got this note walking in the park and some guy hands her this note and it says, I want to enjoy life. I want to climb a mountain or ride a bike or grab coffee. But these females are blocking me on Instagram and they're holding me back from enjoying my life. Right now, I just need a hug. Text me. It's weird. So I'm just telling you it's weird, okay? And can you see how that would look weird to someone?
Honestly, I do see now that I heard this. Yeah.
It's weird that, and especially when you tell people that you were, harassed on Instagram and all that. I mean, they're thinking, well, I know why you were, and I just think you're going about everything the wrong way. You should just become you should be part of some social activities or some kind of school activities or church activities or somewhere where you can relate to people. And maybe you should get some counseling. That's what my friend said. Just not because you're nuts, it's because you have social, what did he call it? He said it's a social disability. You're socially inept. There's nothing wrong with that. You just have to learn social skills and social cues. Listen,
social skills.
I know practices that can help you, and we can refer you off the air. would you be, if you just said, I need counseling, just be honest about it. I need counseling on dealing with people and social stuff, and I think you're going to get a lot of help.
Do you think they'll care about this?
Yes.
Too?
But you have to take the time to listen to them too.
Just tell me what type of counseling, I guess.
Okay. I'm going to give you a name. I'm going to give you a name of a practice, okay? Now, the reason I'm giving you, they do socializations. They do stuff like, they're not a dating, I'm not talking about that. They're psychological counselors. They help kids. They help young adults. And I just think you ought to at least talk to them.
Oh.
And you can tell them that I told you to call, okay?
For sure.
It's called Nippenberg. Listen, don't try to write it down. Kelly's going to give it to you. It's called Nippenberg, Patterson, Langley, and Associates. What I'm going to do is I'm going to... Oh, is that number on that pamphlet your text?
Yeah. It's just much easier so I can write it down.
I'm going to text it. How about I text this to you?
For sure.
Okay. I just took a screenshot, and I think I have your phone number on that thing you sent out. That's your phone number, right?
Yep, that's my number.
By the way, did you ever have any females respond to that ever?
Sometimes.
Did anyone ever say to you, get away from me, you creep?
Yes. At one point, yes. They just, sometimes they say like that, but not exactly like that.
Okay, but now here's what I want to tell you. You know what that's called when somebody says, get away from me, you creep? That's called...
No.
No, seriously, I'm going to tell you the truth now. It's called a social cue. Do you know what a cue is?
Social cue.
A cue means... a cue is what an actor gets on stage. They say to the actor, you're on, go on. Or they say, slow down, slow down. They whisper to them or they help them with cues. I want to tell you something, okay? When you get a cue from people, it's not always because you think girls are being mean. They're not always being mean. Sometimes they're just being protective. And they don't understand you. You have to So what I want you to do is I want you to please... stop your handing out brochures and all that, and go and get a few counseling sessions, and then find some social groups with people who want to get to know people. I think you probably have good intentions, and I just don't want you to get in trouble. Okay? So I'm going to text to you this counseling firm, and then you can go ahead and make an appointment. Okay?
To tell you, yes. The counseling, I take United Healthcare. That's my insurance.
Well, let's see if they'll take it. If not, they might know someone who will. Okay? In fact, I'll tell you what. If you can go there and you don't have insurance to cover it, you tell them that I would cover the first session.
Got it. So I'll tell you that Tom Montino.
Yes.
Cover this section.
We'll cover the first session. If your insurance doesn't pay for it, I'll pay for it.
Okay.
But you got to listen to me when I talk to you. You can't be doing that anymore, passing out flyers and all that.
Oh.
Another thing.
I do have a feedback about what you said.
Another thing you should do, you should try to do things like watch... Some movies are weird. They're not going to help you. But if you watch some movies and TV of social things, you know, they show you how people relate to each other. Or maybe go out and observe how people are relating to each other.
Break.
I have to take a break. Okay? Listen, I'm really trying to help you. Feel free to call back. I just texted you that. 303-713-TALK.
Now, in traffic.
This report is sponsored by Root Insurance.
I-70 has reopened after
Yep,
an
I
extended
feel
closure
sorry
because
for
of an
him.
accident that happened around
That
10
guy
a.m.
is
this morning.
reaching out.
Traffic
You know
returning
what?
to normal through
This
there.
is the kind of
Now
guy
a
you
crash in the
find
center
who
lane
gets
southbound
in trouble.
I-25 just past 84th. That stretch slow from the Thornton Parkway. And up to the north, about 4 miles of backups because of an accident on northbound I-25 at the Meade exit. Fox 31 pinpoint weather, plenty of sunshine and breezy this afternoon. Will cool off to the mid-40s overnight tonight. Mostly sunny and warm this weekend with a high right around 80 for both Saturday and Sunday.
You good on these two coming up?
Impact traffic and
Alrighty. 15 away.
K-How.
Look, Colorado, we get it. There are too many obnoxious car insurance ads. We're Root, and we do car insurance differently. Our app lets us give you smarter rates based on how you actually drive, not things like your job. Root, for good drivers. Download the app today. Disclaimers may apply. See root.com for details.
You know, I really love helping people with advice, especially when it comes to not getting ripped off. And one of the big areas of rip-offs is when you're under pressure and you call a restoration company. Let's say you had a broken pipe or a flood, a fire, or you're near fires and you have smoke, ash, and soot. Or you have asbestos you have to have removed, or you have mold. Whatever it is, American Restoration will work with you and your insurance company to do an honest job. I say that because, unfortunately, the restoration business is filled with liars, cheats, and rip-offs. It is. And you'll know it if you ever call one. And just because your insurance is paying for it, or some of it, don't think you're off the hook. If they don't do a good job, you end up eating it because they're not going to pay again. American Restoration is my choice, should be yours too. It's American Restoration 24/7. Here's the number, 8337-AM-REST. That's 8337-AM-REST. Or online as American Restoration or amrest247.com, amrest247.com. I talked earlier about buying RV. Suze and Mark, they're out touring the country in their RV. Their first RV, guess where they went? You got it. They went to our guy, and you will love Century RV. You will love them. 303-453-1111 up at exit 240, the turnout to Longmont. You go down that frontage road, they're right there. They have no problems with supply, and they're there to service you as well, and they'll pay top dollar for trade-ins on your used. 303-453-1111, centuryrv.com.
Thank you.
This is an important
$3,500.
Hear me? Hey, Tom.
Yeah.
You may not get to that selling your home in installments, but we've had a couple people call up and ask about it.
Okay,
so
I'm sorry.
You may want to do an announcement that maybe you'll pick it up on Monday.
Okay, okay, I promise. Okay, I'm running out of time, but I'll address it.
Right, and then do you want me to reschedule Dan for Monday? Since we don't have time to really review the video. Hello? He's gone. Hello. Hello?
You don't remove it.
That's
I
mine.
finished mine.
Are you going to finish it? No, I'm good. I was just full. Okay. That's another reason I don't do buns. I just get full.
So I'm sure with this Heidi, I don't know about the other guy, but if she's an 80-year-old woman, and her, I guarantee she had severe osteoporosis, brittle bones, and they couldn't put pins or plates in because everything just fell apart. There was no strong bone to anchor the hardware. I guarantee that's what happened.
This is all the trash in here, guys?
Yeah, I put it all in there.
What's the sound back there? Is Doc making a smoothie?
What's that?
That was good. Thanks for lunch.
Yeah, thank you for ordering it, Ken.
No problem.
Plus the chip. Was this it?
Yeah, but let's have 2 or 3 of them, and then you can.
Okay.
Hey, question for you. Hello?
up and drop it again. Do it again. Jerk monkey.
There's no price on here. Oh, okay. Because it comes on my my bill.
It'll be on your bill.
Yeah. So I'll just double it for the
Double it for the trouble.
sake of convenience.
Double for the trouble.
Double for trouble.
But I can't believe it's 2 o'clock already. This went really fast today.
In the house, it always does. Because we
You
have
guys
fun.
okay there?
Yep, we're here. We're having fun.
Yeah, what was that? I heard it sounded like Doc making a smoothie for everybody.
Oh, I had my garbage disposal.
Oh, ha! I see Doc as the kale smoothie type.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
Ew.
Hey, Tom, tell Kelly to send me Thomas's phone number.
All right, we'll have about 90 seconds when we get back here.
And this May, they're making it even easier for you to find your favorite color. May 4th through 16th, they're offering Benjamin Moore color samples at half price. Visit your nearest Gyrie's location and start sampling today.
You.
Hi, Tom Martino here. 303-713-TALK. 303-713-8255. We got to get right to the phones and get these in. And just remember, folks, we love helping you. And this thing about the suspension, I want to get back to that. The video's in my inbox. We may have to have him back Monday. And, you know, I want to talk to people. We have too many complaints on schools right now, Kelly. We need to get an attorney on that can address it. I swear to God, there's something wrong. There's something wrong. I just don't understand what happens when it comes to schools and how they determine things. Again, I'm not making any conclusion, but I'm saying that it is wrong that parents, so many parents are complaining that schools shut them out and don't even listen to them. 303-713-TALK, 713-8255. So make sure we get in touch with him again. I'm going to look at the video. I want to take Alvin and Angie, too, as well. If you get their information, we will call them back. I'm Tom Martino. Thank you for being here. I want to tell you something. I got an email here asking about that divorce firm we recommend. It's harrisfamilylaw.com. I'm sorry I didn't have more time to take your call. Harris Family Law. They do unbundled services. harrisfamilylaw.com.